Welcome to the most exciting high school football coverage in Tennessee.
Across the 35 to the 40, still on his feet, still going to the 45 to the 40, to the 35 to the 30, down the far sideline to the 20, to the 10. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown.
Over 20 years of high school football coverage for Middle Tennessee. It's the MidState Checkdown high school football game of the week.
Looking to throw this time. This time he is going to go long. He's got a man wide open from the 30 to the 20 to the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown.
Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
1 second left. From 26 yards out, high snap. Kick is on the way, and it's blocked. It is blocked into the end zone, and we are going to overtime.
The MidState Checkdown high school football game of the week is presented by
Freeman Webb, Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Omni Nashville Hotel, Strike and Spare Family Fun Center.
Now, here's your WNSR MidState Checkdown high school football broadcast crew, Coach Pete Cordelli and Joe Fisher.
The MidState Checkdown high school football game of the week brings us to the city of Franklin for a matchup of two Williamson County schools tonight. The Knights from Nolensville High School visit the Admirals of Franklin. I'm Joe Fisher saying hello from the booth. Another warm night just south of Nashville. Coach Pete Cordelli joins me in the booth. Pat and Cook will join us from the sidelines in just a minute. Nolensville comes in with a 3-1 record. They are 1-0 in Class 5A Region 6. Their only loss, a 3-point decision to a very good Antioch team. And, Coach, their defense is on a roll. They're riding back-to-back shutouts.
And in that streak of the last two games of shutouts, they've got 9 takeaways, Joe. They have 5 interceptions, 2 returned for pick sixes, and 4 fumble recoveries. And when you can generate 9 takeaways in 2 games, that gives your offense an opportunity to put points on the board, and they sure did that the last 2 weeks.
Now, the Admirals of Franklin are 2-2 overall. They are 1-0 in Class 6A Region 6. They beat Independence last week 35-14. And when you look at their depth chart, Coach, I went through this. This is a very experienced team.
Yeah, it sure is. They got 4 seniors, 1 junior in the offensive line. But their quarterback, Brewer Wilson, number 15, who we'll talk about a lot tonight, last week against Independence, 11 of 19, 252 yards, and 4 touchdown passes. And, Joe, they are a talented group. But the guy we have to watch for tonight is number 10. He's a junior, Luke Thompson. He plays in the slot, but they've lined him up at the Wildcat every now and then because he has excellent speed to get to the corner.
Patton Cook will be patrolling the sidelines for us again tonight. And I know this is not a region game, Patton, but county, so there's got to be some bragging rights going on tonight.
Certainly, and Franklin has scheduled this game as their homecoming, so that will be extra motivation for the other side. Driving in here, guys, there were a whole host of Nolensville High School students out in the parking lot. They're pre-gaming responsibly, I might add, and they're ready to go. So it's a fun one. I'm 1-0 after last week. Y'all didn't fire me. I'm fired up to be here once again.
Well, you know, Nolensville brought their band. They've got a nice crowd on the other side, so it's going to be a great atmosphere for football tonight. You know, the whole gang is with us. Adam Johnson on our site, on-site producer, engineer. The Bear Man, Todd Berry, with us handling the stats. Hal Burton on the board in the studio. Our Greg Pogue talked with tonight's 2 head coaches, Paul Derrick of Nolensville, Josh Atkins of Franklin. We'll hear from them next on the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game. You can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Established in 2004, Tim Leeper Roofing was created to fill a unique gap in the roofing industry. It was simple. Tim wanted to assemble a team of high-integrity people who would take pride in their work and treat customers the way they would treat their own family to be treated. From providing an unmatched level of customer service to giving honest evaluations of each customer's roof, whether it be residential or commercial, Tim Leeper Roofing is a past recipient of the prestigious Tennessee Roofing Contractor of the Year Award. To set up an appointment and learn more, visit timleeperroofing.com.
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
We're joined now by Nolensville coach Paul Derrick. Nolensville at Franklin. Nolensville 1-0 in Region 6-5A, 3-1 overall. Paul, tell me about your team so far. How you feeling about it as we reach the midway point of the season?
Yeah, I think I feel pretty good about it. Honestly, I'm happy to be 3-1 and happy to be 1-0 in the region. Obviously, we had a team coming in that was kind of inexperienced, so I think we've shown some growth in the last several weeks, and I'm happy where we're at. Certainly Franklin, a rivalry, different regions, a step up, maybe 6A for Franklin, but you guys had a really tough game last year. I know you were trailing at halftime. Talk about this matchup. Yeah, I mean, it's probably, to this point in the season, it's probably the most solid football team we've faced. They're doing a great job over there, and I think it's a rather veteran group, played a lot of snaps. So they're doing good stuff in all 3 phases. Like I said, they're sound in all 3 phases, and they're physical, and they get after you on defense. Coach Webb does a great job on that side of the ball. So we're expecting a fight. When you look at them, what do you have to do to be successful? Well, I think we got to be able to try to establish the run, and then I think we got to stop the run. Like I mentioned, they're a physical group, and they want to play a physical brand of football. So find a way to run the football, and then we're going to have to match their physicality for 48 minutes. When you talk about basic stuff, what do you do basic offensively and defensively? What do you want to do? Well, I think on defensively, for me, it's always going to start with stopping the run. And then from there, you kind of build your game plan out on, what does the opponent like to do and what are the things you have to try to take away. And then offensively, on the flip side, again, I think it comes with, establishing a running game. And if you can establish a run game, that opens up things in the play action and the RPO game. And then, those linemen, they don't want to sit back there and pass block. They like to run block. So I think if you can get a run game going, that kind of ignites your offense a little bit. So for me, it's going to come down to stopping the run and then establishing the run. Tell me about wide receiver Oliver Bender, 6'4", 180, getting a lot of looks. Tell me about him. I think he's got a tremendous upside. You mentioned his size there, but he's got a tremendous catch radius. He's got really, really good ball skills, really soft hands. He can go up and get it. And then I think where he's really improved is his speed. Last year, I think that was coming out of last season. I think that was a point of emphasis for him to try to get a little bit faster. But yeah, I mean, he's a big kid. Like I said, got great ball skills, but his upside is tremendous. When I hear last names in MidState football, Derrick resonates. You got quite the football family, don't you? Yes, sir, I do. Yes, sir, I do. You know, my great uncle Bill was a coach Hendersonville for some time, and he actually was assistant coach when I played at Father Ryan. And then my other great Uncle Jim was also an assistant coach at Father Ryan, and he's probably really my mentor and one of the main reasons why I've gotten into this profession. And you know, I remember growing up playing quarterback at Father Ryan and spending the night at his house and sleeping on the couch and him breaking down film and showing me how to read the midline and read the veer and all that. So yeah, pretty special group.
Paul, thank you. Good luck.
I appreciate it, Greg. Thank you.
All right. Joined now by Franklin coach Josh Adkins. Coach, first-year head coach. You come over after 5 years at Gallatin as the defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator. Tell me about your team, 2-2. Most importantly, 1-0 in Region 6-6A so far. Tell me about your team.
Yeah, I mean, this team has been, unbelievable. Been special, especially first-year head coach. I have a pretty thick, heavy senior core group of guys, and ever since I got the job in January, they've kind of been bought all in. I've been kind of putting them through the ringers, between now and then, the military background as well. It's just, I told the guys that when I took this job, I felt like that we had the talent, the academics, the athletics, and just the looks itself. I just felt like what they were lacking was mental toughness. And we've, myself and Coach Dunning, our strength coordinator, we've putting those guys through the ringers, and it's kind of, paid off for us because, we had that first win against, a rival against Centennial, and then we kind of dropped 2 to a good FRA and, a Page team that's they're a really good football team. And I told those guys after we lost 14-0 that, we didn't have our starting quarterback, we didn't have a starting corner, our other corner, who was Sean Gacko as well. He only could play one way because if he was nursing an injury that I told him was going to pay off. And this past week, going to Indy, first region game, I was like, guys, these other 3 games are all nice and dandy. I was like, but you told me that you wanted to go to the playoffs. I was like, well, this first game is our first round of the playoffs. Like, we need to win this game to get us, the head of the curve that we need to make the playoffs. And then the team just, kind of had a coming out party, scoring 35 points. But, this team has been bought in since day one, and I'm just excited and fortunate to be able to be their head coach.
When you look at Nolensville, what do you have to do to be successful?
Well, once again, doing the little things. They're 3-1. They play some pretty good games. They lost a close one to Antioch, but they also won a close one against Rockville. I think defensively they do things that'll kind of give us fits, so we have to focus on our rules and whatever they throw at us. If it's the kitchen sink, we got to be able to catch it and put it back in the house. But defensively with Coach Webb, he's been an unbelievable asset to my staff, and just knowing on the defensive side, we're always kind of working in tandem and talking about things. And I'll ask him offensive questions, and then he and I'll go to Coach DeFada, our special teams coordinator, and we'll always kind of coordinate with each other and just bouncing ideas. Hey, did you see this play? Or hey, what about this player? And it really kind of it shores up the whole team when all 3 phases of the game are working in unison and having each other's back.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're in Los Angeles as the San Francisco 49ers head down south to butt heads with the Rams. The Niners have a pretty good offense with talent like Kittle and Debo. Stafford and the Rams can beat you with Kyron Williams in the backfield or outside with Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp walks into the end zone.
It's the Niners at the Rams next Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage begins at 3 p.m. live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
With more than 18,000 apartments, Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
A warm night in Franklin, Tennessee as we get set for this matchup between two Williamson County schools, Nolensville and Franklin. Artificial turf surface. Great night, but again warm. We're still in the 80s as we get ready for a kickoff here. They just executed the toss of the coin. Our referee is Mike Hollowell. Nolensville won the toss. They deferred. So the homestanding, homecoming Franklin Admirals will get the football. Both teams take the field. Very traditional uniforms tonight. Franklin maroon jerseys and pants, white numerals and lettering, maroon helmets. Nolensville across the way, white jerseys, white pants, blue trim, blue numerals, and white helmets. Our entire officiating crew, the umpire, along with referee Mike Hollowell, the umpire is Brian Weatherford, linesman James Wiseman, line judge Jody Hargis, back judge Corey Simpson, and game clock operator is Nathan Simmons. Nolensville 3-1. They're 1-0 in Class 5A Region 6. Opened with a nice win at Rockvale. We saw them earlier this year. Rockvale's pretty good. Won that game by 3, lost by 3 to Antioch, and then shut out McGavock and Glencliff back-to-back 38-0 and 42-0. Franklin is 2-2. They are also 1-0 in Class 6A Region 6. They opened up with an overtime win over Centennial, 22-21. Lost to a good FRA team, lost to a very good Page team, 14-0, then beat Independence last week by a score of 35-14. Franklin will get the football to open play. They will move right to left as you listen. Sun is setting. Beautiful night for football. Homecoming here for the Admirals, and we are so glad that you are with us. And going back deep to receive the kickoff is Luke Thompson for Franklin as we are about set to get this one underway. He's joined back there by Sean Gacka and Lucas Young. They'll send 3 back. It's interesting, 3 back.
And all 3 can run. They are capable of catching it and taking it to the house. What an atmosphere tonight, Joe.
It's a full house.
I mean, both sides.
J.D. Coleman handles the kickoff duties, and he approaches the football and puts it in the air. It is a line drive kick. It's going to go into and out of the end zone, and so Franklin will start first down. The quarterback is Brewer Wilson. He's a senior, 5'10", 150, 39 of 51 passing, very efficient, 473 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Sean Gacka is their senior running back. He comes in with 120 yards rushing on the season. Their front 5, Armand Trout, Queen, Higgins, Hood, Lemons, and Wall. Not a lot of size, really, on either of these teams on their lines. They'll start in a shotgun formation, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. They'll move the tight end Flynn over to the right side of the formation. On first down, straight give, handoff up the middle across the 25, slammed down at about the 27-yard line, and a nice gain on first down by Sean Gacka, and a gain of 7 as we are underway.
Joe, it's called a split zone with the tight end on the right side coming back across. He blocks the edge rusher, and all the linemen step to the right. Excellent block by the right guard, Preston Hood Lamondis.
He is a senior. They got a bunch of them on this Franklin squad. Second down and 3, a short 3 as a matter of fact. Little early movement, going to be a free play. Handoff first down and more. Gacka to the 35-yard line. There was movement on the defensive line. I don't even see a flag, as a matter of fact, although I thought he was clearly offsides, but it doesn't matter. It's a first down, back-to-back carries by Gacka. That's a gain of 8, so 15 yards on a couple of carries.
Again, inside zone play, and you have to appreciate Cameron Higgins at center, Hood Lamons at right guard, and Queen at left guard, getting movement there, and Gacka running behind his pads.
If it's working, why not just keep doing it? Well, we'll see if they do it again, and the answer is yes. This time it's going to be stopped. They kick him to the outside. He stays on his feet, gets out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Number 20, Jimmy Marzullo, the junior linebacker, kind of blew that play up in the backfield, forced it outside, but Gacka got what he could, which turned out to be about 3 yards.
Yeah, Gacka carrying that ball like a loaf of bread in there. I mean, he better be careful because these guys will strip it out. They've created 9 takeaways in the last 2 games. So, good pursuit by the Nolensville defense.
Give him 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6 from the 39. They're going to hand it off again. Gacka's going to be swallowed up for a loss. That's Nolan Twinis, the senior defensive end. A loss of 4 on the play. He was all over it.
Franklin's running power, and they pull the right guard and right tackle to the left. And Tony's just follows the tackle, and he comes untouched and makes the tackle for loss.
So the
huge play.
3rd and long now, 3rd and 9. The ball spotted at the 36-yard line. We're just underway. 10:23 left to go, opening quarter between Nolensville and Franklin. Shotgun formation. Quick pass. That's a lateral pass. They swing it to Gacka, 35 to the 40, tackle to the 42. It'll be 3 yards shy of the first down. That's technically going to count as a running play, as that pass was backward. It was not forward, but now a decision, an early decision for Franklin's head coach, Josh Atkins, and I can't see you going for it here. Can you, Coach?
I wouldn't advise it on the first series, especially with the ball on your own 42. But it looks like the punt team's coming out, so you kept Nolensville in suspense for a little bit.
It looks like Wayne Wells is going to handle the punting duties. He's going to stand back inside the 30-yard line. Walker deep for Nolensville. Punt, I don't know how he got it away.
I think
it goes out of bounds. It may have been partially blocked. I mean, the rush was there, Coach. I don't know how he got it away at all.
When the ball came off his foot, it looked like it took a direct path to the right sideline there to the Nolensville bench. But you're right, Joe. I thought that definitely was going to be blocked.
Well, they're still walking it up the field, and it looks like they're going to mark it out at the 45-yard line. That's going to be a 3-yard punt. Am I right?
Yes.
3 yards, Todd Berry. That's correct. It had to be partially blocked, but I'm surprised it wasn't totally blocked. The guy came straight through and lucky to get that ball away at all. So first down for the Knights. Great field position from the Admirals' 45-yard line. The quarterback is Jack Deaver, a senior, 5'10", 145, 59 of 83, 667 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. The running back, Tristan Lethmay, 14 catches in one game, 258 yards rushing on the season, averaging almost 6 yards per carry. Looking to throw on first down, a little middle screen, a break to the 40, to the 35. It's going to be enough for a first down. 34-yard line on the catch made by the tight end, Rowan Ambrose. That is his 6th catch of the year.
Ambrose was lined up in the wing to the left. He came across in motion behind the line of scrimmage. Quarterback rolls out. Everybody's running deep on the Franklin defense. Nice throw and catch that time for Nolensville for the first down.
Front line, Little, Henninger, Black, Gilreath, and Spivey. Receivers, Bender, he's a tall one at 6'4". Keep an eye on him. Trip receivers to the right for the Knights. First down from the Franklin Admirals' 34-yard line. 9:14 left in the opening quarter. Quick pass near side caught. They try to set up a receiver screen down the sideline and out of bounds at the 23-yard line. The reception by Landon Smotherman. That is his 13th, 14th catch of the year, and that was another first down, a gain of 11.
Excellent block by Jonah Osborne in the slot that time. He just came down, sealed the man inside, and he allows Smotherman to get up the right sideline for a first down.
Same offensive set. They'll put trip receivers to the right once again. Shotgun formation. They'll bring one receiver in motion to the left. Handoff, tailback, hit at the line of scrimmage, not much at all. Lithmay, he may be a yard or so as he was hit there and stopped by number 52. That's Jacob Dykstra, the senior defensive end. Franklin, both these teams, Coach, 3-4 defense.
Yes, and those linebackers play downhill in a hurry, especially number 6, Tegan Lee. Lee, Joe, has 35 tackles on the season so far. I mean, this guy can find the ball, and he gets there in a hurry.
Second down and 10. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Ball at the 23-yard line of the Admirals. Nolensville with good field position on the punt that was partially blocked. Got them started in Admirals territory. Pistol formation this time. Ball is snapped and dropped, and it's fallen on by the quarterback. It was not a bad snap, Coach. He just turned his head, did not hang on, but fortunate to get it back, although a loss all the way back to the 31.
When Deaver, the quarterback, called for the snap, he looked up at the defense and never saw the ball come, and it hit his hands and bounced back. Lucky to recover that, and now 3rd and long.
That's a loss of about 8 yards on the play, and brings up 3rd down and 18. Ball back at the 31-yard line. Shotgun formation. Deaver takes the snap. 4-man rush. Deaver sends it long into the end zone. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Let's see where they're going to mark it down. They're going to mark it, I believe, at the 1-yard line. Ball was intercepted by Franklin by number 5, Sean Gacka, who is the starting running back. He's also a starting cornerback. He intercepted it at the 1. His momentum carried him into the end zone, but they're going to mark it at the 1. That's where Franklin will start officially, actually at the 2-yard line.
Sean Gacka does a great job at the cornerback position. He's on the left side of the defense, runs with the wide receiver who runs a post, goes up 10, comes to the inside. But Gacka plays the ball in the air. His eyes were going quarterback to receiver, and he plays the overthrow and does a great job. Big-time play for the senior who goes both ways.
So you may say, oh, he should have just knocked the ball down. Well, you don't. You got to make the interception if you can. There they had the ball deep in Admiral's territory. First down from the 2-yard line, and Franklin's going to load up to the left side, to the short side of the field. Handoff. Gacka finds a little room across the 5, still his feet 10, 15, 20, and out of bounds on the sideline. Well, they did a great job, Coach. They loaded up the left side. Gacka found the seam. He picks up about 18 on the carry.
Well, Franklin's in 12 personnel, and both times tight ends were lined up on the right. They shift over to the left. They're in an unbalanced set. They just hand the ball to Gacka on the outside zone. He does a great job stretching it, finding the seam, and getting up the left sideline for a first down.
20 yards on the carry officially. Gacka 6 carries, 42 yards here in this opening quarter.
And a pick.
That's right. He's had a pretty good first 5 minutes, hasn't he?
Yes.
First down for the Admirals. They're going to give it tailback to the 24. That's going to be about all. Is getting a little bit of a breather. Gacka got a little bit of a break there, and that was number 26. That's Thompson King, who is also listed as the backup quarterback, but he plays a little bit of running back. He plays a little bit of receiver. He's a punter, plays on the defense.
The more things you can do for your team, the more valuable you become.
And the more you're on the field.
Yes, sir.
Second down and 9. Man in motion is Gacka, rolling right, looking to throw. Pass to Gacka, makes the catch, steps out of bounds near the 30-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress to the 31. He'll be a couple of yards shy of the first down.
What a nice route and an excellent job of looking that ball into the short side of the field as he catches it, taps his foot, and then gets out of bounds.
So Wilson with the pass and the reception by Gacka, who's doing it all so far, brings up a 3rd and 2 from the 31.
He's going to be Mr. Admiral tonight.
Yep. Admirals are 0 for 1 on 3rd down so far tonight. And this offense looking to the sideline, and now they're ready to go.
Interesting, the offensive line just stays right there on the line of scrimmage.
All the receivers kind of look to the sideline. Now they're ready in the pistol on 3rd down. Handoff, tailback, he'll have the first down. I believe forward progress. Ooh, boy, the spot was not kind of what I thought it was going to be, but I think it's still enough to the 33-yard line. Gacka will get the first down.
Yep.
I thought he got to the 34. They actually marked him at the 33, but it was still just enough to move the chains. Gacka, busy night. 7 carries in the first 5.5 minutes of this contest. And an interception.
Yes. And how many catches? 2? No, 1. I'm sorry. Yep, 1 catch.
That's right, 1 reception as well. Other than that, not much. First down for the Admirals from their own 33-yard line. They're going to load up to this left side again. Strong left, 2 receivers wide left. Blitz coming by Nolensville. They're going long down the sideline. Has a man. Pass is caught inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds. The reception is made by Wills Jackson. His 7th catch of the year. Sent him on a go route down the sideline and hit it for 31.
Wills Jackson, 6'5", 195 pounds, going against Josh Hicks at 5'8", 165. Franklin does a great job in the matchup. What a nice throw that time by Brewer Wilson.
Both these teams have some tall wide receivers.
Yes.
Wilson coming off a game, 252 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 3 of them were 55 yards or more. First down from the Knights' 37. Rolling right, Wilson. Pass is caught inside the 30, 25 down close to the 20-yard line. on the reception inside the catch by Jack Flynn, the tight end, his third catch of the year and a gain of 20.
Excellent job of protection by the Franklin offensive line. It's a sprint out right. Everybody turns back left. They seal it. They allow Brewer Wilson to get outside. The tight end acted like he was blocking down for a second, came out to the flat late. Wilson put it right on him.
First down, ball is spotted at the 22-yard line of the Knights. Quick pass coming near side, caught 25, inside the 20, inside the 15, wrestled down at about the 12-yard line on the catch made by number 3, Lucas Young. He is a senior, his 13th reception of the season.
And Lucas Young at 6'2.5", 185. Again, another tall, lanky guy with explosive speed.
He had 2 catches against Independence for 124 yards.
62-yard touchdown. I mean, and he just converted the route. He was running an over route right to left, put his hand up. He looked like Travis Kelce with Patrick Mahomes back there on the film. It was great.
First down from the Knights' 12-yard line for Franklin. They're on the move. Handoff, tailback, over the left side, inside the 10, hammered at the 5-yard line. Boy, nice slice through the defense there. Number 24, Aiden Domingo, the senior, his 26th catch of the year. Looked like, Coach, they had a shot at him in the backfield. He found a way to slice right through 2 defenders and get a nice gain.
Joe, you're exactly right. And what he did was he just turned his hips and he got skinny.
Yep.
He never let anybody square up on him, so he turned sideways, put his foot in the ground, and just kept running.
Got 8 yards. They're going to mark it to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Franklin can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Wilson, hands up the middle, tailback to the 1-yard line. That, depending on the spot, I think it's going to be enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. That was the first carry by Jalen Spring, a senior, his 6th carry of the year.
Last week he had 3 carries, 21 yards. He's averaging 7 yards a carry. I mean, these guys are very productive with this offense.
Well, I would think Gacka was real productive going right up the middle. They're going to stay with Spring right now in the backfield. It is just shy of the first down. It is 3rd down and less than a yard. Handoff, Spring bounces left to the end zone. Touchdown, Admiral. Franklin strikes first. An outstanding march down the field, and Franklin gets on the board.
99 yards. I mean, that was tremendous. And Mr. Admiral, number 5, Mr. Gacka, he's getting it done. But that was going to be the inside zone to the right. There wasn't anything there. Back bounces it left, finds the gap into the end zone.
And they're going to line up. That's the muddle huddle look. They're going to go for 2 here, and they're going to get it. Franklin scores. They snap it to Gacka. Coach, you line up and you see if you get a certain look, and if you do, you go for it, and that's what they did.
They were matched up exactly right. There's three offensive players to the right. Everybody on offense is to the left hash. They snapped the ball to Gacka. He's got one-on-one. He faked the pitch and then turned it upfield. This guy's got great vision and a burst.
3:18 to go, opening quarter. Franklin 8, Nolensville nothing on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic, treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue of The Greg Pogue Show. Now back to the action at the MidState High School Checkdown Game of the Week with the voice of high school football, Joe Fisher.
A 98-yard scoring drive to get on the board. The 2-point conversion makes it 8-0. And we thank our sponsors, Freeman Webb, a new sponsor to the broadcast, along with Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Omni Nashville Hotel, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. Franklin set to kick the ball away. It'll be number 23, Wayne Wells, handling the kickoff duties for the Admirals. And his kick is a good one. It's going to go into the end zone, and so Nolensville will bring it out. The quarterback, Brewer Wilson, on that drive, 4 for 4 passing, Coach, for 64 yards, 4 completions, 4 different receivers.
and 4 different launch points by the quarterback. They are not sitting him back in the pocket. They are moving him and allowing him run pass options. But his accuracy on the run is excellent.
Hey, Patton on the sideline, good atmosphere down there tonight, isn't it?
It is brilliant on both sides. I got to say, guys, this is one of the first times I've seen the road student section have their own sound system over there. They are fired up. They need to get back into this game.
They brought the band. They got a wideout. They've called a wideout for themselves over there on the other side. First down, a little swing pass. Caught at the 15 to the 20. 25, hammered at the 30. Broke the tackle. Stayed on his feet. Still going to the 32-yard line. Tried to hit him high, and working right through that tackle was number 12, Andrew Ryan, the junior. Got hit hard, but he spun right through it, Coach, and kept going.
Great job. Ryan was lined up on the left, came in motion, and they just hit him in the flat. But the safety, like you said, Joe, he tried to go face mask to face mask. Tackle low, wrap up. And the receiver did an excellent job of yards after contact there for the first down.
13 yards on the gain. First down from the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation, man in motion. They'll hand off tailback up the middle. Not much at all. In fact, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And that's about all, as that play was stopped immediately in the middle of the field. Trying to adjust, and I believe that's Wells that made the tackle. It's Walker Wells. His jersey got wrapped up on the back pad. You couldn't see the number, and he fixed it for us. I appreciated that.
Walker Wells saw that play coming and got downhill and split the guard and the tackle on the right side of the Nolensville offensive line to hold that to a 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9. Man in motion right to left, out of the gun. They're going to swing it to that man that was in motion, and he's going to be up in it immediately. Nice play defensively there for the Admirals to get there and make the play. And the quick tackle, that was the safety, Jalen Little, who read that beautifully.
Jalen Little has a great plant drive on the football there. Now what you're going to see, I think, Joe, a little fake, get him up, and throw it deep. Setting up the long ball. Double move.
Loss of 2 on the play. 3rd down and 11 for the Knights from Nolensville. White clad, jerseys and pants, white helmets, blue numerals and trim. Ball spotted at their own 32-yard line. Man in motion left to right. Out of the gun. Deaver rolling right, being chased, going to send it toward the sideline, and it's incomplete, and there's a penalty flag. There was a little contact at the 45-yard line, and they're going to call interference on Little. There wasn't a lot there, Coach, but he just didn't turn back toward the football.
Face guarding. Yep. Exactly right. And you know what? This pass interference is a judgment call. You know, a lot of times you'll ask an official, why are you calling it? Well, you didn't turn back. Then the next guy will say, well, he turned back, but he had his hand on him. So it's a different interpretation for everybody. But that time, he did face guard him, never turned back to look for the football.
Ball was a bit underthrown, but nonetheless, that's going to be a big penalty, and that's going to give Nolensville a first down. They're going to mark it forward to their own 47-yard line.
But, Joe, can I say this? Yep. That ball was thrown out of bounds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it sure was, yeah.
It was not a catchable pass.
I could have understood if the flag had stayed in the pocket, but
yes.
But anyway.
Yeah.
1:16 left in the quarter. First down for the Knights from the 47-yard line. Quick pass, they swing it out to midfield. To the 45, still on his feet to the 40. Dragged down at the 35-yard line. Nice reception. Andrew Ryan has shown in this first quarter the ability to shred defenders and get something. He got 18 yards on the carry.
Again, Ryan comes in motion left to right. The quarterback, Deaver, fakes to the running back. And then all of a sudden, play action. He hits Ryan in the right flat. And this guy, he doesn't go down easily.
Nope.
That first tackler hasn't been able to bring him down.
Ryan, 3 catches, 30 yards. Deaver's 5 of 6 passing for 52 yards. Knights driving again to the 35. They threw one on their opening drive toward the end zone, got it intercepted. That led to a 98-yard scoring drive by Franklin. Handoff tailback. Inside the 30, inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Good running, and I believe 11 yards and enough for a first down. That's Josh Hicks, the junior, with his 16th carry of the year.
Nice block by the right tackle, number 68, Cole Spivey, 6'3", 260-pound senior on the right side of that Nolensville line.
He's the biggest guy on their line, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and he got some movement that time, but the running back did an excellent job of showing a burst, getting it upfield.
10 seconds left, opening quarter. First down from the Admirals 24. Nolensville marching. Man in motion. They look there. They go to the man in motion. Makes the catch. Breaks a tackle. 25-20 to the 18-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6 on the final play of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter here from Franklin. The homestanding and homecoming Admirals leading Nolensville 8-0 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Franklin 8, Nolensville nothing as we get set for the second quarter. We're going to go down to Patton for scores here in just a moment after this play as they have lined up ready to go. Smotherman is going to take the snap, is going to hand it off on a sweep to the 20, hit at the 18-yard line, no gain on the play. Smotherman took the snap. They handed it to Ryan. He had nowhere to go. You have a couple of scores for us, Patton?
Yeah, I had Lebanon last week. They're at Green Hill tonight. They are down 14-7 after the first quarter. My DCA Wildcats are down in the first quarter 7-0 to Columbia Academy. And Riverdale right now up 7-0 against Rockville through one.
Well, you talk about balance in that first quarter. Franklin, 60 yards rushing, 64 yards passing, 124 yards of offense in their opening quarter of play. 3rd and 3 for the Knights. Ball is spotted at the Franklin 17-yard line. Tailback going to try the right side of the line, is going to push it to the 15. They're still grinding. It's going to depend on the forward progress. I think the ball came out late. They're going to rule him down, and I believe they're going to rule him just shy of the first down. Ball is spotted at the 14-yard line. Now, wait a minute. They're going to give him enough forward progress. The side judge came in and had four fingers up in the air. But they're going to give him forward progress on a first down.
He got help from behind as he got stood up. I believe it was the tight end came behind him and pushed the pile a little bit to get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
So Nolensville knocking on the door. First down just inside the 15-yard line. Deaver back in at quarterback. In the gun. Deaver hands off, running left to the 15. Oh, boy, a great tackle. Open field tackle dropped for no gain. That's Gacka who made the tackle on the carry by Andrew Ryan. He went low, just took the pins right out from under him.
Gacka took a great angle coming up at a 45, keeping the ball on his inside shoulder and ran through the running back just the way you teach it. Excellent job by Gacka.
Well, he's had a good first half, hasn't he?
Man.
Running the football, has an interception.
And he is not afraid to light you up now.
2nd and 11 for the Knights. Ball back to the Admirals' 15-yard line. Deaver in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion left to right. Deaver will roll right, looking. Fires the pass. It is almost intercepted and incomplete. That was a nice read. That was Little who made a break on that ball near the sideline, and it was incomplete.
Most of the time when your quarterback's sprinting out, especially going to the right, you'll want the ball gone by a 6th step. He held the ball forever. And Little, with his speed coming downhill, got a finger on it there and tipped it away. If that ball's thrown quicker, might be a touchdown.
Instead, 3rd and 11 for the Knights.
Tell you what, Franklin has some speed on defense.
Yes, they do.
They're impressive.
3rd and 11 for Nolensville from the Franklin 15. Deaver with the rush coming. They try a middle screen. It's diagnosed beautifully, and the tackle made for a very short gain on the play. And that was, I believe, number 8, Aiden Elmore, the senior defensive end, read that beautifully for a gain of only a couple.
Yeah, Elmore really did a great job. When he saw all of his guys get upfield in the rush, you're taught if it's so easy, retrace your steps. He did an excellent job of doing that and finding the back.
So J.D. Kuhlman is going to come in for the attempt for the field goal. I watched him in pregame warm-up. He was hitting from outside of 40 yards. This is from 31. Ball on the near hash mark, moving right to left. Soccer-style kicker. Good snap. Kick on the way, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And Nolensville is on the board with the field goal. 8:59 left in the first half. New score, Franklin 8, Nolensville 3 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Hey Nashville, Bill King with the Bill King Show. Weekday morning 6 to 9. You're listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Coach Cordelli joins Bill on Fridays, early morning.
6 to 7.
6 to 7.
It's been fun.
The Saturday schedule, Bassmaster Radio, Tom Abraham at 7 a.m., followed by Prep Football Talk at 8. One-on-one at 9 a.m. What's Good with JB and KB podcast show at 10. Then TSU in Cookeville to take on Tennessee Tech at 1 o'clock. Then a little late-night football for you. Kansas State at BYU at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. All that on WNSR.
That's a great lineup.
That is a good lineup. Wow. Stick there all day. Kickoff by Nolensville is a line drive. It's going to shoot right under the uprights and through the end zone. So Franklin will start first down from the 20-yard line. Both teams have been able to move the football so far. You look at the total offense, Franklin with 124 yards of offense. Nolensville so far with 69 yards of offense, most of it, however, through the air. 7 first downs already by Nolensville's offense.
And they're doing a nice job of getting rid of the ball with the back in the flat. And Ryan breaking those tackles for Nolensville is doing an excellent job with yak yards.
Wilson from the pistol on first down. Hands off tailback, tries the middle, goes nowhere. Well, this one was stood up and stuffed for no gain on the play. And leading the charge there was number 5. That's Brennan Rexroad. Came in as their leading tackler with 21 tackles on the season. He stopped that one for no gain whatsoever.
I think the one thing Nolensville is going to have to do is when Franklin goes 12 personnel and go both tight ends over, they're going to have to slide to the strength so they're not giving up the edge.
Yep.
Somebody has to set an edge and turn the ball back inside.
Low snap on the shotgun. Quick pass far side, caught at the 18-yard line, and it's well defended. They're going to stop him at the line of scrimmage. Good coverage there by the Knights all the way around. That was Marzullo, the junior linebacker, leading the charge. They had 3 white jerseys out there to surround the receiver.
Read and react. They saw the ball come out quickly. They reacted quickly. It was almost like a triangle.
Yep.
2 outside guys force it back inside. They hold it to no gain.
3rd and 10 for the Admirals from their own 20. Rolling right. Looking downfield. Pass toward the sideline is caught. Did he get his feet in bounds? No, he did not. An outstanding effort. He made the catch, Luke Thompson, but could not get the feet down in bounds.
Again, moving the pocket that time to give Wilson the opportunity to throw on the run. That one just got a little bit high and outside right there.
So coming on to handle the punting duties is Wayne Wells.
You know, Nolensville got close to blocking the first one.
Yep, they sure did.
Let's see if they can get the same pressure on this one.
They may have gotten it. I think they did get a piece of it. It was only a 3-yard punt officially last time. This one bounces back to the punter. He's going to scramble. He's going to be swarmed under at the 7-yard line. Bad snap. Punter had no shot All he could do was try to pick it up, and then he just had to fall on it. And Nolensville special teams again takes advantage.
Wow, what a turn of events right now. Now you got it 1st and goal on the 7-yard line, I believe.
That's where they're going to mark it, on the 7.
Yeah. That ball skipped back to that punter, and then he was having trouble. Best thing you can do is just fall on it.
That's what he eventually did.
Yep.
Boy, Patton, you know the feeling down there when you lose confidence in special teams, that could permeate a lot of things.
Yeah, no matter the level. The Tennessee Titans have found that out the past 2 weeks. You were absolutely right. 2 punts now for Franklin, struggling to get it done.
All the Titans fans listening appreciate you bringing that up. Loss of 13 on the play. Handoff inside, pushing it to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Counter play.
Yep.
Ryan was in the slot on the left, came across left to right. The quarterback fakes the speed sweep. The running back stepped to the right and then came back inside and did an excellent job of getting that ball down to the 4-yard line.
And that was Josh Hicks with the carry. And I think they're going to give him forward progress all the way down inside the 4.
Okay.
2nd and goal. 7:05 left first half. Franklin 8, Nolensville 3, but the Knights of Nolensville are knocking on the door. Play clock is at 10. They're still looking to the sideline. I think they're going to have to burn a timeout. Play clock is at 5, continues to count down. And there's the timeout. It got down to 1. Not a lot of urgency there as they took the timeout.
Coach Derrick was motioning to his quarterback, hold it. And I think the coaches upstairs saw something, and so rather than risk a lost yardage play or a turnover, they'd rather talk this over and say, hey, we got to get this ball in the end zone. We need the touchdown.
You know, you mentioned Coach Derrick, and, you know, Pete, I was born and raised here, and we heard in the pregame interview that Greg Pogue did with the head coaches, and talking to Coach Derrick, who's in the lineage of some great coaches. Bill Derrick I knew very well. His time at Ryan, and then a lot of success at Hendersonville. Just an outstanding coach and a great man. And it's quite a lineage that he has.
I remember when Coach Derrick was at Ryan. I recruited there then.
I'm sure.
First class.
Yep.
Absolutely a first-class man and a great coach. All right, let's see what Nolensville coming out of the timeout is going to do.
Well, 2nd and goal, the guy that's had the most success for them has been Andrew Ryan, but I don't see him on the field right now.
Joe, the offensive line, tight splits here.
They line up in a wildcat, direct snap to the 5, pushing to the 1, and denied the goal line on the direct snap. That was Hicks, who took it, I believe, to the 2-yard line, so only a gain of a yard or so, brings up 3rd and goal.
Most of the time when you see that happening, where you're not getting movement straight ahead, you'll kind of run what they call slash. You'll go between the guard and the tackle, or tackle tight end. The tackle will block down, the tight end will block out, and there's a little bit of a seam rather than trying to push that defensive line back.
Same set, the Wildcat once again on 3rd down. Direct snap. This time they're going to run right, trying to get to the corner to the end zone. He's tackled. Let's see if he got the end zone. I don't think he did. Nolensville signaling touchdown. I don't see anybody in stripes saying that yet. And it's going to be 4th and goal. They're going to mark him down just inside the 1. And I don't think there's going to be any hesitation here by the Knights. They're going to go for this.
No question.
How far from the goal line, Patton? You're down there. It doesn't look like more than a foot or so.
Yeah, it's right on it here, guys. Less than a yard, maybe a foot, maybe less.
4th and goal inside the 1. Snap bounces away. It's picked up now, trying to scramble to his left, and he's going to be dropped back at the 9-yard line. They tried the Wildcat with a different man, and this time the snap bounced off the shoulder pad as it bounced off number 28, Carson Kelly, the senior. All he could do was try to pick it up, and by the time he did, here came the Admirals defense.
Again, his eyes were on the defensive front and charge rather than looking the ball in. Second time we've seen it tonight.
How many times, Coach, I've heard this? I've heard it. I remember when I did Vanderbilt games for a long time. You got the ball inside the 1, and you line up in the gun. So you're snapping the ball 6 yards back when you only need a foot.
Joe, we were never allowed to do that. You got up under the center And you went wedge blocking.
First down for Franklin. Over the left side, close to the 15-yard line with the carry is Gacka. He's had a really solid first half for the Admirals.
Yeah, I'm not here to tell anybody how to coach.
No.
But it's one of those things that we talk about a lot. When you're down there inside the 2-yard line, get up under the center. And there's a number of guys that don't know how to take a center snap.
Well, and that may be part of this.
No question.
That's the entire offense they run is gun, and or pistol. So that may be a part of it. Gacka 8 carries, 49 yards in this first half. Looking to throw, and they're looking long down the middle of the field, and it's overthrown and incomplete. Actually, probably just as well for Franklin, it was overthrown because Nolensville had double coverage on Smotherman. It was well defended.
Yeah, Hicks, the corner, did a very nice job, and the safety came back underneath it as well. Ill-advised throw. Don't throw it in double coverage. But getting back to the center snap. Lou Holtz, Coach Holtz used to say all the time, I don't need to see it, I can hear a good snap. And it's all placed on the top hand, and there's a whole art to it.
Trying the right side on third down. They will have the first down over that right side. That's the carry. That's number 9 with the carry, and that is Jack Flynn, the tight end, who makes the move and gets the first down and moves the chains for the Admirals.
Franklin has a number of weapons here that they're using and distributing the ball to. And all of these guys have speed. They can run. Nice job by Ryan getting upfield for the first down.
Wilson, the quarterback, 6 of 8 passing for 73 yards in this first half. First down, Admirals from the 23. They'll send 2 receivers wide to the left. Shotgun formation for Wilson. Gives Gacka. Tries to go over right tackle and does so to about the 28-yard line. Nice game. Boy, he read that well and got something, and I believe the Nolensville player who made the tackle is a little bit dinged up, and he's tapping his helmet, coach, is saying, I need somebody to come and get me, and that's Aiden Ballington, who is the nose tackle, and he's going to hobble off the field. Looks like he's favoring that left side.
The right guard and right tackle that time for Franklin blocked down. It's a gap scheme. They blocked down to the gap inside. The left guard, Durham Queen, pulled, kicked out the end, allowed the running back to get upfield. Excellent execution on the gap scheme run.
Inside 3.5 minutes to go in a quick-moving first half. 8-3, Franklin with the lead. Quick pass far side caught 25, 30, 35 and out of bounds. It'll be enough for a first down for the Admirals on the reception by Lucas Young. Young came into the game, 12 catches, 244 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He's got a couple of receptions, in fact, 3 tonight for 18 yards.
RPO that time. They fake again the gap scheme run to the right. Now they throw it out to the left. Linebackers draw up. They get what they want on the perimeter. Moving the chains. First down. Nice call.
Both offenses have moved the chains tonight. Both teams have had sustained drives. Where you look first downs, that's 10 first downs for Franklin so far in this opening half. Pistol formation. Handoff tailback right up the gut. Nice bounce outside across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Well, that was a nifty move on the carry. And a gain of 7 yards, maybe 8 on the play. I think 7 officially.
Franklin has found something on this right side of their offensive line by blocking the guard and tackle down and pulling the left guard to kick out. And the back is doing a great job of finding the seam and getting upfield. Gacka really does a nice job of getting low and accelerating his feet on contact.
10 carries, 62 yards for Gacka here in this first half. Second down and 3 for the Admirals from their 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Far sideline pass caught. Out of bounds near midfield for a first down on the reception by Lucas Young. They gave him a little cushion, coach, and they just took advantage of it.
No doubt about it. Quarterback pre-snap read. Are the 2 safeties deep, or is in the middle field wide open, or is there a single high? That time it was single high, and the corner leverage now. Back 9 yards. You're just running. It's sight adjust. You run to 8 yards. Stop. Quarterback throws it on time.
2:23 left first half. Franklin 8, Nolensville 3. Both teams have moved the ball up and down the field. Each team has gotten on the board. Franklin with a touchdown, a 2-point conversion. Nolensville with a nice 32-yard field goal. They fake the pass. It's a little long. Go route down the sideline into double coverage. They battle for the football. Who got it? They're battling for the football, and Franklin got it. The receiver took it away. Smotherman took it away from the defender. Excuse me, that was Jackson, Wills Jackson, who took it away from Josh Hicks. I thought Hicks had possession, and Jackson just took it away.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hicks did have possession of the ball. Jackson takes it away, but Jackson at 6'5", 195, just out-jumps Hicks, who's 5'8", 165.
30 yards on the reception. Timeout taken by Franklin. We'll take it as well with 2:09 left in the half. 8-3 Franklin on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
This Franklin program in building mode, Coach. They were really struggling. Last year, 2-8. The year before that, 0-10. The year before that, 1-9. But they've got something going now. They've got a lot of seniors. They got a lot of veterans and some good athletes on this team, and they're moving the football tonight. First down from the Admirals from the 21-yard line. Little toss sweep running left, turning inside the 20 to the 18-yard line on the carry by Luke Thompson. He'll get about 3 yards on first down.
Joe, I want to go back to that catch by Wills Jackson. I mean, you have a 50-50 ball, you have to come down with it. And obviously at 6'5", over a 5'8" corner, you know what? He did a great job, though, of taking that ball away and creating an explosive play for his offense.
Have an injured player down for Nolensville. He's laying down at the 19-yard line. Coach came out and gave him a little tap on the chest and said, okay, dude, get better soon. And the training staff has come out. It looks like a cramping situation.
A catch by Wills Jackson reminds me of what people have told me about Adam Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of Adam when he was just out-rebounding everybody in his high school days.
Oh, I thought you meant just taking it away from everybody. Well, you know, Franklin 2-2 on the year. Opened up with an overtime win over Centennial. Lost to a good FRA team. Lost to Page 14-0. Then beat Independence to get to 2-2. It was Marzullo, the outside linebacker, who was the injured player for Nolensville. So now 2nd down and 7 for the Admirals with 1:48 left before halftime.
You wonder down here in the red zone, is Nolensville going to heat him up? Are they going to bring some pressure?
Haven't seen much of that yet, have we, Coach?
No, sir. Here it comes.
From the gun, here comes the blitz. On 2nd down, they dump it wide open. Gacka to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Franklin.
There's your answer.
It was the perfect call for the blitz.
No question. No question.
They brought the blitz. Gacka just eased out of the backfield and was all by himself right in the middle of the field.
And Brewer Wilson, the quarterback, did a great job seeing it, buying time, backing up, and he threw that one falling away, and did a great job of taking the hit after the throw. Great call.
This time the traditional lineup for the extra point. Gacka is the holder, and the extra point is up, and it is good by Rowan Cameron. So a big score for Franklin with 1:34 left before intermission. The lead improves now to 15-3 in favor of the Admirals. And I'm thinking, Coach, for those who were born and raised around here, it's hard not to say Rebels.
Yes.
Franklin was the Rebels when I was in school and growing up, and then with the change, Franklin became the Admirals. And
that's right. That's right.
So much has changed in Williamson County. I mean, I'm talking to some of the coaches down there before the game. Franklin used to be about the only game in town in Williamson County. I mean, that was basically pretty much it, other than a BGA down the road. But Then Page came along.
Yep.
And then here came everybody else. and now Williamson County's got several really good schools and good programs here.
How about Coach Atkins taking the time out right there?
Yep.
Getting his team organized.
That was the perfect call.
Great call.
You called it, Coach, that they were going to bring the pressure, and that's exactly what you want in that situation.
You know, Joe, you get the ball down in the red zone, and you have to anticipate at least one of the three, first, second, or third down, you're going to see it. So great call by Coach Atkins, and Admirals putting more points on the board.
Wayne Wells to handle the kickoff duties here for the Admirals. Boots this one and drives it into the end zone. It's fielded there. It will be a touchback. In high school football, if it goes into the end zone at all, it's an automatic touchback. You don't have the option to bring it out. So let's see what Nolensville elects to do. They've got 1:33 left on the clock. Still have a couple of timeouts remaining. Is this one of those situations, Coach, you run a play on first down, if you get something significant, then you shift into a mode to try to go score?
The most important thing is to get the first down. Yeah, if you can get the first down, then you go tempo and you start getting closer into – and if you get to the 40, you have a chance to throw it in the end zone for a Hail Mary.
Looking to throw on first down. They set up a middle screen. Pass caught at the 20 to the 25 to the 30 to the 35, close to the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 on first down on the catch by Andrew Ryan, who's had a nice first half.
What a job by Ryan of weaving his way through traffic. But how about the throw? It almost got knocked down. And Ryan to have the concentration on the football and then the burst, that was huge.
80 yards passing for Nolensville in this first half. A gain to the 39 on first down. Looking to throw again is Deaver. He'll fire to the sideline, has a man caught out of bounds in Admirals territory at the 49 on the reception made by number 3. That's Justin Dowd, the senior, with his first catch of the night.
Dowd's lined up on the right side of the offense, comes across on an over route. The outside receiver on the left clears it out. Nice job by Deaver to put the ball on the money there.
13 yards on the reception, and on 2 plays, Nolensville has moved into Admirals territory. Still got 2 timeouts left. Still 1:05 left on the clock, so plenty of time. And now I believe Franklin wants a timeout.
They do, yep.
They're going to take the timeout, and Patton Cook's going to hopefully visit with Franklin's head coach as we get set to head to halftime. But it's a crowded sideline tonight. I mean, there are a lot of people here on the field as well as in the stands, aren't there, Patton?
Joe, I feel like there might be 200 kids on Franklin's sideline here. I'd imagine a lot of these are the freshmen who don't necessarily dress, but you're right. We got students, and I'm smelling hot dogs too, Joe. I don't know about you, but I'm working over here.
You know, this is a great thing Coach Atkins is doing, Patton, and you're right. All those young guys down there in the gray jerseys, those are the young guys. He wants them to experience homecoming. This is a great atmosphere, and it's a great move by Coach Atkins to get his young guys involved in what homecoming is against a rival.
You know, Nolensville Class 5A, Region 6. It's a region that includes Centennial, Nolensville, Page, Hillsboro, James, Lawson, and Glencliff. First down from the Admirals' 49-yard line. 1:05 left before intermission. Deaver rolling right, being chased. Going to send this one high into the air and going to send it out of play. Just threw it away. Good pursuit defensively there by Jacob Dykstra, the defensive end, that forced Deaver to get rid of it. With 58 seconds left in the half.
Dykstra, 4 tackles on the year from his defensive end position, did a nice job of forcing Deaver to give off ground and have to throw it away.
Second down and 10 from the 49 of Franklin. 58 seconds left in the half.
Still have the middle of the field wide open with those 2 timeouts.
Deaver in the shotgun. Man in motion, left to right. Deaver rolls right. Going to send it toward the sideline. Has a man, a diving attempt for the catch. Did he make it? Yes, he did.
He did.
Tremendous catch for a first down out of bounds at the 37-yard line on the reception by Jonah Osborne, the senior, with the catch for 12 yards.
Osborne drives up the field about 8 yards and then bends it out to the boundary, and Deaver puts the ball where only the receiver could get it, and he does a great job of going down to catch it.
And they ruled him down in bounds. The clock running, and now I believe Nolensville's going to take a timeout. So he was ruled to have made the catch in bounds. slid out of bounds. Clock stopped to move the chains, but then restarted when the ball was put in play. And at that point, Paul Derrick said, no, we're going to need a timeout.
Yeah.
So Nolensville will have one timeout remaining. We talked about Nolensville in Class 5A Region 6. Franklin Class 6A Region 6. Their region, Franklin, Ravenwood, Brentwood, Overton, Summit, and Independence. So both these teams have already got a region win. They each garnered it last week.
It's a great atmosphere, though.
Yep,
wow.
Sure is. Homecoming here at Franklin.
Nothing like Friday night high school football.
I'm telling you, we've seen some good teams. We've got more lined up coming up in the following weeks. Really looking forward to it. Great to be able to move around the Mid-State and bring you the best in high school football. You know, I work at a golf course, and a lot of the members know that I do this. And it's amazing how many people ask me, like on Wednesday or Thursday, so where you going? Who you got next? You know, where you going?
Exactly.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of people really keep up with it. Had a lot of folks that were going to the CPA game last night.
Yes.
You know, a Thursday night game, and got a chance. CPA's pretty good. BGA's not bad, but CPA's pretty good.
Engels got another team.
Got it going, doesn't he? Yep.
He really does. And his two young sons are going to be really good players.
First down for Nolensville after the timeout from the Franklin 37, empty backfield. Deaver swings it far side, caught, trying to get out of bounds, and he did after a very short gain. That was the catch made by number 23. That's Lithmasai with the reception, and just realized he wasn't going to get much, just got out of bounds to stop the clock with 35 seconds left.
Well defended by Franklin. The corner was sitting right there. Wasn't going to. And look, when you got the 12th man, that sideline hasn't missed a tackle in 100 years.
That's right.
So force him to the boundary.
No gain on the play. Second down at 10. Deaver tonight 11 for 14 passing for 106 yards. Man in motion, right to left. Blitz coming from the corner. Deaver steps up. Deaver's going to tuck it. He's going to slide down. Nolensville's probably going to have to use their final timeout as he got 1 yard, and there is the timeout. That's a tough one, Coach, because now 23 seconds left and no timeouts remaining for the Knights.
Yeah, Ryan came in motion right to left, and he was in the flat and then on a wheel route. But the guy that was wide open was Jonah Osborne, who went up the field about 10 and started to run a dig route or inside route. And if Deaver could have got his eyes up on Osborne, might have scored.
And that's one of those as well where hindsight's 20/20,
Sure.
but he'd have been much better off just throwing the football away.
Yep.
Stop the clock, no gain on the play, but you save your timeout.
Exactly.
They reset the clock to 25 seconds, so 25 seconds left. Third down and 10 for Nolensville.
In this situation, you can still use the middle of the field if you get a first down. Because if you get a first down, the clock stops, they move then spike it.
Mm-hmm.
So they still have an opportunity to use the whole field.
And again, the field goal kicker that we saw, I was watching him in pregame.
Yes.
He hit from outside 40 on a couple of occasions with some pretty good distance, so that's certainly a possibility. 15-3 Franklin, 25 seconds left in the half. Third and 10 for Nolensville from the Franklin 37-yard line. Deaver in the gun. Play action fake. Straight drop. Now being chased. Rolling right. Looking downfield. Fires to the sideline. Incomplete. Oh, at the 15-yard line, it went through the hands of Landon Smotherman, who had a shot at it at the 15, but couldn't come up with it.
Smotherman was lined up on the left side of the field and came all the way across to the right sideline on the over route. And just, the ball was thrown well, but just goes through his hands.
I don't think you have a choice here, Coach. Do you? 4th and 10, you have to go for it.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too far for a field goal. Punt does you no good.
Yeah.
17 seconds left before halftime.
You can get a pass interference. You can get a completion. You know, a lot of opportunities here. You're never out of it on 4th down, I promise you.
We're about to find out. Play clock at 15. 4th and 10 for the Knights. They need to get the ball to the 27-yard line for a first down. Deaver against the blitz. Being chased, he's knocked down, the ball is loose, and it's recovered by Franklin near midfield. Coming on the blitz was number 26, Thompson King. who knocked it loose, and the ball is recovered with 10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, Thompson King came off the edge. No one, the offensive line all stepped to the right, and King came off unblocked. Yep. I mean,
came from the blind side. He never saw him coming. Now, interesting for Franklin, they got a timeout left. 10 seconds left from their own 49.
Mm-hmm.
Leading 15-3. Why not take a shot? Wilson, the quarterback, stands in the gun. 2 wide right, 1 left. Man in motion, Gaka rolling low snap. Wilson rolling to his right. Clock is running with 5 seconds left. Now he's just going to throw it away with 3 seconds left in the half. Well, now's the time, I think, you either take a knee and get out of here, or you line up and heave one downfield and hope for a pass interference to get one untimed down afterward.
Exactly. And with as big as the receivers are from Franklin, and we've seen number 7, Wills Jackson, twice tonight.
Yep.
Moss the corner.
He's caught he's caught 1 for 30 and 1 for 31.
Yeah.
He's 6'5" and 195. 3 seconds left on the clock. Play clock is at 15.
I mean, if I'm Nolensville, I'm backing 5 guys up.
They're not doing it. They're playing in a regular defensive set right now. Second down and 10. Man in motion right to left. Straight drop. Now they're going to send it long down the far sideline, throwing it up. And oh, it's caught! Inside the 10 to the 5. It's a touchdown! It's a touchdown for Franklin!
Wow!
Lucas Young! It looked like double coverage. Young just leaped up and took it away. 51 yards on the strike. Oh, my goodness.
Again, 50-50 ball. Give my guy a chance. But how about Young coming down and regaining his balance to get in the end zone?
Looked like he was going to stumble at the 10, regained his balance and got there. Oh, my, what a boost for the Admirals on the final play of the second quarter, except for this extra point, which is up and is good. What a first half for homecoming for the Admirals, who will go to the locker room with a 22-3 lead over Nolensville. Oh, my, what a strike there.
Brewer Wilson put that ball right on the money. And then the effort by Young to get into the end zone after the catch. Wow. What a way to finish the half.
Our Patton Cook is going to catch up, I hope, with Josh Atkins here, who I think is still congratulating all his players who are coming off the sideline, and deservedly so. An outstanding first half of play, and I believe Coach Atkins is with Patton right now.
Coach, what an end to that first half. You got to be happy with your team.
Outstanding, I'm telling you. I told these guys, man, when I took this job, it ain't about the X's and O's, Jimmy's and Joe's. And I've got a slew full of guys that can make plays all night, 3, 7, 5, 9, 10, the whole night. You never know who's getting the ball with me.
That's a good group on the other side. What's going to be your message in the second half to close this one out?
Hey, well, we got Matt's posters everywhere. Finish. We need to finish this game. We got them up against the rope. We need to knock them out, take care of it.
Coach, great first half. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much. Josh Atkins, the head coach. He's fired up, you can tell. Well, he's got players making plays, and that's kind of and we mentioned it, Coach. There, you would think defensively maybe you drop back into prevent and send your 20-25 yards back. They played a normal coverage and got beat over the top.
Don't get beat deep. Keep the ball in front of you. With 10 seconds to go or 5 seconds. Keep the ball in front. Line up 5 across at the 10-yard line.
Even if he catches the ball, you tackle him before he gets to the end zone, it's over. That's right. So, and it was a great job on the reception. You mentioned it. It stumbled. I thought he was going to go down about the 10.
Yep.
But he found a way to maintain his balance and get into the end zone for the score. So at halftime, homecoming at Franklin, and the homestanding Admirals lead Nolensville 22-3 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Established in 2004, Tim Leeper Roofing was created to fill a unique gap in the roofing industry. It was simple. Tim wanted to assemble a team of high-integrity people who would take pride in their work and treat customers the way they would treat their own family to be treated. From providing an unmatched level of customer service to giving honest evaluations of each customer's roof, whether it be residential or commercial, Tim Leeper Roofing is a past recipient of the prestigious Tennessee Roofing Contractor of the Year Award. To set up an appointment and learn more, visit timleeperroofing.com.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're in Los Angeles as the San Francisco 49ers head down south to butt heads with the Rams. The Niners have a pretty good offense with talent like Kittle and Debo. Stafford and the Rams can beat you with Kyron Williams in the backfield or outside with Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp walks into the end zone.
It's the Niners at the Rams next Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage begins at 3 p.m. live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
With more than 18,000 apartments, you know, Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
Hey, college football fans, Bill King here. Listen to Ole Mississippi Friday mornings at 7 on The Bill King Show. You're listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Halftime from Franklin High School in Franklin, Tennessee, and the homestanding and homecoming Admirals with a 22-3 lead over Nolensville. They struck on the final play of the first half on a 51-yard scoring strike to stretch the lead to 22-3. Let's go through the stats for you from the first half. Franklin, 64 yards on the ground, 188 yards through the air in the first half.
And I got to say, I believe it's 3, maybe 4, were with the big receivers on contested catches that they came up with that 50-50 ball. And their height, their strength, taking the ball away from the corners from Nolensville just works out for the Admirals.
14 first downs in the first half. Only penalized once for 15 yards. Had an interception, 3 for 5 on third down. Only punted 3 times. Nolensville -5 rushing in the first half. 106 yards passing. They had 10 first downs. They moved the football, just really don't have much to show for it.
When they got the ball down to the half-inch line and on fourth down, went to Wildcat with a new guy.
Yep.
And you and I talked about this. Ball inside the 2. I don't understand why you don't get up on – but, hey, look, that's what they do. Yep. And the guy in the Wildcat just – he took his eyes off the football.
Yep.
He looked at the rush and didn't look it in, and the ball hit him. He wasn't expecting it, but just a missed opportunity.
Yep, absolutely was. They fumbled twice, lost both fumbles.
Yep.
1 for 5 on third down. They did have the field goal from 31 yards. Individually – for Franklin, the quarterback Wilson, 12 of 16 passing, 188 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. His favorite target, although he had several, Lucas Young, 5 catches, 75 yards, and a score. 2 catches for Jackson, 61 yards. Gacka, 25 yards on 2 receptions and a touchdown. Flynn, 2 catches for 24 as well. Gacka, 10 carries for 62 yards. He also had an interception in the first half, so had a pretty nice first half. For Nolensville, Deaver, 11 of 14 passing for 106 yards. He was intercepted once. Their leading rusher, again, Hicks, 4 carries for 16 yards. Leading receiver, Ryan, he had a good first half. Ryan was the guy that could make some things happen. 5 catches for 55 yards. Had 6 different receivers make a catch, but couldn't get anything done on the ground, and now find themselves down by 19.
You know, Coach Atkins said to Patton going off the field, I got a bunch of guys in that room can make plays. I mean, and he rattled off about 8 different numbers.
He ran a bunch of numbers, didn't he?
And he's exactly right.
Yep.
And, you know, when you're a quarterback playing in this offense like Brewer Wilson is, you're more like a point guard just get the assist right. Yep. Give it to my big guys and let the big dog eat.
Well, and that's exactly right. Get it to the big guys. And we saw on several occasions the tall receivers with advantages that paid off for them. We're going to take a break, come back. Patton Cook's going to join you, give you an update on some scores from around the Mid-State and high school football. It's 22-3, Franklin with the lead here at homecoming on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
The Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, here's your scoreboard update from the Strike and Spare studio.
Welcome back, coming to you live from Franklin High School as we got a good one here against Nolensville High School. Patton Cook, your sideline reporter and halftime scoreboard host with you tonight. Got a lot of good games around the Mid-State. Let's just go ahead and rattle right through them. Right now, Page High School is at Coffee County in the second quarter. Page leads 14-0 through 2. Riverdale, powerhouse in the Murfreesboro area, has got a Rutherford County battle going right now against Rockvale, 20-0. Riverdale is leading that one so far. At the half in Cookeville, we heard Cookeville against Lebanon last week. Cookeville's taken on Matt Juliet. That score 17-0 at the half. The Golden Bears off to a nice start through the first half. Middle Tennessee Christian at the half against Webb School in Knoxville is where that game is being played right now. Middle Tennessee Christian here in the Mid-State up 17-7 in that one through half number one. Glencliff and Maplewood, two Metro teams, 34-0 Maplewood leads after 2 quarters. 14-7 right now is the score between DCA. I'm a Wildcat, former alumni of DCA's, going against Columbia Academy. Very good school out in the south part of Tennessee. 14-7 is that one. Columbia is leading through 2 quarters. Liberty Creek and East Nashville through 1 quarter. Liberty Creek right now up 7-0 through the first quarter. Ravenwood and Overton. Ravenwood, a Wilco school, as we are right here at Franklin High School taking on a Metro school, Overton High School. That lead is 34-0 through 2 quarters for Overton. At the end of the second quarter. Centennial and Springfield is going to battle this evening. Springfield at home taking on Centennial. 0-0 is your score through 2. Brentwood and Summit, another pair of Wilco schools going to battle this evening through 2 quarters. Brentwood High, what a program they've got over there, up 30-0 through 2 quarters. Maybe your most surprising score of the half, if I'm being honest with you, Oakland High School is at Blackman tonight. That score, 3-0. Blackman leading against Oakland High School, a school we might see here in the next couple of weeks in Oakland, looking to battle back through half number 2. Final score before we send it to our break is Brentwood Academy and McCallie, one of the more higher profile games. A lot of D1 athletes on display there tonight. Your score, McCallie 38-3 going into the third quarter. They lead. That one is in McCallie in the Chattanooga area. Brentwood Academy having a tough time so far. That is your first batch of scores. Got about 8 or so minutes left in this halftime show. Once we come back, a little more scores around the Mid-State, around Lipscomb Academy. I'll give you an update on that one against Innsworth and a whole lot more. Patton Cook, your halftime host. Don't go anywhere. We got Pete Cordelli and Joe Fisher a little bit later on in the evening. WNSR Nashville Sports Radio. This is the Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week halftime scoreboard show.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Bob's Steak and Chop House, located in the Omni Nashville Hotel, is a nationally renowned steakhouse specializing in the finest corn-fed Midwestern prime beef. The menu formula is simple: incredible meat, gigantic shrimp, fabulous salads, and decadent desserts. Start your experience at Bob's with the fried calamari or fresh scallops seared in Texas burnt honey. All the beef at Bob's Steak and Chop House are USDA prime cuts, from the traditional filet of tenderloin and ribeye to the adventurous Kansas City bone-in strip. They even have 2 different surf and turf options. And if you're looking for the other white meat, Bob's Steak and Chop House serves a dry-aged pork tomahawk with homemade applesauce. Fresh seafood is on the menu, from salmon to scampi, and even fresh lobster tail. For reservations, give them a call or log on to the Omni Nashville Hotel website. Bob's Steak and Chop House at the Omni Nashville Hotel.
The Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, here's your scoreboard update from the Strike and Spare studio.
Your score at the half for Franklin High School in Nolensville, as some of the players are starting to enter back out onto the sideline, as we've got the band right now playing of Franklin High School. It is homecoming tonight. Great atmosphere this evening. If you weren't able to make it out, we appreciate you tuned in and listening tonight to Pete Cordelli and Joe Fisher. This is our halftime scoreboard update. Patton Cook here with you this evening, running a little double duty, as I will be roaming the sidelines in the second half as I was in the first. Let's go ahead and take a look at those final couple of scores in the Mid-State to greater part of the Tennessee area. Right now, I mentioned it going into the break, Brentwood Academy, George McIntyre, Tennessee commit, and new head coach over there, Paul Wade, is in Chattanooga right now taking on McCallie. That score into the third quarter is 38-3. McCallie, a powerhouse down there in the eastern Tennessee area. JP2 right now in Good Pasture going to battle, 2 private schools in the Hendersonville area. 20-7 is that score. Good Pasture leads JP2 through the half. Now a barn burner that we have got right now in the second quarter, definitely a score that everyone will be keeping an eye on in the Wilson County area. A school we covered last week was Lebanon High School in Green Hills. Green Hill jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Lebanon stormed all the way back to 21-14. That lead at the halftime break is 28-28. Of course, our game last week was Cookeville and Lebanon. A region battle going on between Cookeville right now and Mount Juliet. 17-0 Mount Juliet. The Golden Bears is leading right now, so two schools fighting for position right now. Now, schools and scores that I was not able to locate, but also playing this evening is Antioch and McGavock, two teams in the Middle Tennessee metro area going to battle this evening. Not able to find the score in that one. If you have that score and want to call Hal at the station, be sure to do so. 615-844-5600. Hendersonville and Siegel. Siegel out in Rutherford County is Siegel hosting Hendersonville. No scores available on that one. And then Franklin Road Academy making the drive all the way up to Montgomery County, taking on Northwest this evening. Not able to find a score in that this evening. Got about 3 minutes left to go in this halftime until the bands will come off the field, and we will have the second half of play ready to go. Pete Cordelli and Joe Fisher on the call tonight for Franklin High School in Nolensville. It is homecoming this evening. Pat and Cook with you on the sideline. One more break. When we come back, we'll be very, very close to the second half of play. WNSR Nashville Sports Radio, the MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Franklin High School hosting Nolensville. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit. 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Established in 2004, Tim Leeper Roofing was created to fill a unique gap in the roofing industry. It was simple. Tim wanted to assemble a team of high-integrity people who would take pride in their work and treat customers the way they would treat their own family to be treated. From providing an unmatched level of customer service to giving honest evaluations of each customer's roof, whether it be residential or commercial, Tim Leeper Roofing is a past recipient of the prestigious Tennessee Roofing Contractor of the Year Award. To set up an appointment and learn more, visit timleeperroofing.com.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to the field for second half kickoff. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
Joe Fisher will be joining us in just a few moments. The band for Franklin High School is off the field. Players are starting to warm up. Got about a minute and 15 left, and then I think after that we'll add on another 3 minutes. Joe, we were talking about this last week, the ever so gracious time officials adding another 3 minutes on one of the best rules in all of sports.
Yeah, they started doing that a couple of years ago where you have the 20 minutes for halftime, and we had two wonderful bands here, Nolensville and Franklin, both with terrific bands, had outstanding performances here tonight. Crowd really enjoyed that. But then when the clock counts down from the 20, almost always, now it hasn't happened yet, but almost always they'll put 3 more minutes back on the clock to let the teams have 3 more minutes to go through their warm-up. Now, what it did tonight, and with two bands performing, they took it all the way down. The band is just now leaving the field, so if there was not an extra 3 minutes, there would be an issue for these teams to warm up, Pete, but instead, they're going to get the 3 minutes now. They'll get them both loose and ready.
Those were excellent bands.
Outstanding. No doubt about it.
Those were two great performances tonight.
A lot of places you go and it gets to halftime, people head for the concession stand. They didn't go here. Yep. No, they stayed, and well, they should.
Both schools should be very proud of those bands and those performances tonight.
My mom's an art teacher, guys, a choir teacher at Donaldson Christian Academy. I was part of the choir program at the academy, so I got a soft spot for for the musical arts of all these schools. Great stuff. I mean, I think college level, the amount of numbers we had out there, props.
Oh,
great stuff.
Yep, they were very, very, very good, very well attended, and very, very talented. They were very good. So now that you have put the 3 minutes back on, so we're good. We're good with that. So we're good to talk about, and let's talk about Pete. What you're Nolensville, give up a back-breaking touchdown on the final play. Instead of going in 15-3, now you're down 22-3.
But Nolensville won the toss. They deferred. They get the ball. It's important to go down and score on this drive.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a field goal, touchdown, whatever it is, you have to get some of your momentum back. A lot of time left. 24 minutes left to go. A lot of things can happen. But Nolensville has to quit stubbing their own toe. I mean, the turnovers have come at inopportune times, but now they have a chance to make that up and come back with this first drive in the third quarter.
Yep.
Coaches talk all the time about the middle eight. Last 4 minutes of the second quarter, first 4 minutes of the third. Obviously, that
Franklin won the last
they
four.
Sure did. Now it's Nolensville opportunity to answer. And let's see what happens here in this first drive.
And, guys, that almost has the same feel as we had last week with Cookeville and Lebanon. Nolensville had the chance right at the goal line. They don't get it, and that's really where the tide started to turn against Lebanon and Cookeville. You wonder if that kind of happens here. Kids got to be locked in here, especially for Nolensville. This one isn't out of it, but giving touchdown late was trouble.
That's the big that was the big play of this game. They had 4th and goal from a foot from the goal line, literally a foot, and then tried to go through the shotgun and ended up fumbling the snap and not making the touchdown. And if they score there,
totally different game.
Everything's different.
They take the lead.
Yeah, everything's different. So
because
it was 8-3.
Yes.
Yeah. So nonetheless, we'll see what they come up with here to start this third quarter. As Nolensville, after warming up, they're going to take the field on the other side and get ready for this. This is a non-region game. This is Class 5A against Class 6A, but they're both Williamson County schools, and there's a lot of pride on the line here.
Now, Nolensville has to be alert for an attempted onside kick, because if you can steal a possession up 22-3 to start the third quarter, wow, the momentum really shifts.
That would be demoralizing.
Watch the ball off the tee, make sure it's kicked deep, and don't be surprised by anything that Franklin's going to do now to start this third quarter.
Well, both kickers have put the ball into the end zone all night tonight, so there haven't really been any returns of note. Boy, again, the totals for Franklin, 188 yards passing in the first half of play, 64 yards on the ground. And this Nolensville team came in here, and Coach, you look now, they beat Glencliff last week rather handily. I think it was 42-0 was the final score, but they did it capitalizing on turnovers, had a couple of pick sixes.
Yep.
So offense, they had about 200 yards of total offense because they didn't need it. Prior to that, you look at the McGavock game, they had over 400 yards of total offense. They can move the football.
Last week, Nolensville held Glencliff to 42 total yards.
Mm-hmm.
Different animal tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's a more physical football team with a lot more weapons to defend. So it'll be interesting to see the adjustments the Nolensville defense has made. But you know what, Joe? You still have the mismatches on the corner.
You're talking about tall receivers. Yep.
Tall receivers versus – so at some point, you have to bring pressure and get in the quarterback's face. That's not changing on the outside. So what you have to do is change your pressure on the inside.
And the one time they tried to bring pressure, Franklin had the perfect play called for it.
And had called the timeout right before that play. Great job by Coach Atkins to go over what the play was going to be. All right.
Well, Nolensville will move right to left. As you listen, Ryan back deep to receive the kickoff, along with Lithmasay. Franklin clad in the maroon jerseys and pants, white numerals and trim. And they're going to drive this kickoff into the end zone. So Nolensville will start first down from the 20-yard line. Both kickers have done a good job with that tonight. So let's see what Josh Deaver, the quarterback, can dial up here. 11 of 14 passing in the first half, 106 yards. He was intercepted once. So they will start from their own 20-yard line. And we'll see, Coach, you said it. It is imperative, you would think, for the Knights to get points on the board on this drive.
And you don't need the quick strike. You know, you can put it together. There's plenty of time left. Stay with the plan.
Pistol formation on first down. 2 wide right, 1 left. From their own 20-yard line. Deaver takes the snap. Quick pass, far side caught. They try a receiver screen. It's well diagnosed. No gain on the play. Catch was made at the 20-yard line, and right there to make the tackle was Andrew Dixon, the senior corner, who came up to make the tackle.
Dixon was up in press coverage that time. He was only 2 yards off from the receiver. He just waited for the ball to be thrown, caught, and then he comes up and makes the tackle for a 1-yard gain.
Going to give him 1 yard to the 21, so 2nd down and 9. Just underway, third quarter. Franklin leading this one 22-3. In the gun. Play action fake. Swing pass is knocked down, almost intercepted. That was number 26. That was Thompson King, who got a hand on it, almost hauled it in for the pick.
Thompson King's having a night. He came in with the big sack on 4th down, and again, he almost created a turnover there. So this young man can see the football. It's hard to play defense if you can't find the ball.
That's the third pass they have tipped tonight as Franklin's defense. They've gotten hands on them. They also got in on a punt that I believe they partially blocked, led to a 3-yard punt. 3rd and 9 now for Nolensville. Play action, rolling left. Deaver dumps it, passes, bobbled, incomplete. It wouldn't have been enough for a first down anyway. The pass was intended for number 3, Justin Dowd. He could not secure it, but even if he had caught it, the defense was right there to make the quick tackle.
But, Joe, you run 3 passes. First one's caught for a 1-yard gain, then 2 incompletions. Doesn't take any time off the clock. So
49 seconds.
Advantage Franklin. The Admirals playing really well right now.
Young and Thompson back deep to receive the punt.
And both of these guys can take it to the house.
They're standing back at the 40 and 45-yard line. Hopper handles punting duties. Actually, that's Smotherman who punts it. It's going to bounce and take a Franklin bounce, and it's going to be down at about the 46-yard line.
We just had a penalty come in.
At the back of the play there at the 24-yard line. Punt was 24 yards. Let's see what the flag is. Haven't seen a lot of flags tonight. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. Personal foul on number 26, Thompson King, for Franklin. I believe the Admirals retained possession, Coach, but they'll walk the 15 yards off from where the ball was downed.
Yeah. King kind of, I don't know.
That's what we were waiting on. Yep. That was the clarification. And our referee tonight, Mike Hollowell, who's wearing a microphone so you can actually hear him in the stadium, said the foul was after the kick, so the personal foul will be assessed from the spot where the punt was downed. So they'll walk it back to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 40.
The punter for Nolensville was trying to get down the field, and Thompson King just laid him out. So right in front of the official. Not a smart penalty.
So first down from the 40-yard line of the Admirals for Franklin. First down from their 40. Handoff, tailback across the 40, pushes it out close to the 45-yard line, maybe to the 46. Still grinding forward. Are they going to give him forward progress all the way out there? I think they are. That's King, who might have been a little upset with the flag a moment ago, so he took it out on Nolensville's defense and got 7 yards on the carry.
He's trying to get that 15 yards back by himself.
He got half of it.
That was an excellent run. Accelerates his feet on contact, drives the pile back for about 4 extra yards after the initial hit.
His second carry for 9 yards tonight. Wilson, the quarterback, 12 of 16, passing 188 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's been very efficient. Second down and 3 for the Admirals in the shotgun. Handoff, King again. Mm-hmm. He'll push it close to midfield. I think he's going to be just shy of the first down. It's going to depend on forward progress. This is where you watch the 2 line judges, and they kind of walk and meet each other, and I think he's just short. Needed the ball to get to midfield. They're going to mark him just shy. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And this is where Coach Franklin would love to just, I think, just keep grinding it out on the ground. They've got a 22-3 lead.
No doubt. Let's see if they give it to King again.
2 wide on each side. They're going to come with a pass to the receiver, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, puts the brakes on, and slung out of bounds at the 34-yard line on the reception by Luke Thompson. That'll be the first down. Kind of a little quick receiver screen, and he gets 17 yards on a first down.
Runs the bubble to the sideline. He lines up in the slot on the right, gets width to the boundary, ball put right on him, and he makes Jonah Osborne, number 13, the safety for Nolensville, miss, gets it up the field for a big play.
That's one of those I say, they wanted to keep the ball on the ground. That's a very safe pass to throw. Not a lot of danger to that. 205 yards passing now for Wilson tonight.
It's just a sweep, but rather than turn and toss it underhand, you're throwing it overhand.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line of the Knights. Handoff Gacka. Gacka up the middle of the 30 to the 25, inside the 20 to the 19-yard line, and just gashed the middle of the Knights defense. Tackle made there by number 20. That's Mazzuro, the linebacker, but a nice gain of 14 by Gacka.
The left side of the Admiral line did an excellent job. Now they're going tempo.
Yep, go without a huddle. Handoff Gacka again over the right side inside the 15. Leans it forward down to the 13, and a nice gain of about 6 on first down. And they're going to line up without a huddle again. Franklin trying to put the hammer down and put the nail in. Wilson, same play. Gacka up the middle inside the 15. I believe he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
This front line for Franklin's doing a tremendous job of getting movement and creating running lanes for Gacka.
And they're going without a huddle again. 3rd down and a short 2. Low snap, handoff Gacka, tries the right side, weaves through the middle, he'll have the first down. It'll be 1st and goal at about the 7-yard line. Good second effort there, danced to his left on a play that was designed to go to the right.
Exactly.
And got the first down.
Excellent vision. You know, backs are taught, Joe, to run to the heels of the lineman, and once those feet stop moving of the lineman, look for the cutback, and that's exactly what he did there. Press the line of scrimmage is what the back is told.
So Franklin went up-tempo there for that series, and now they stop on 1st and goal. 102 yards rushing, 205 yards passing. So Franklin over 300 yards of total offense tonight. Leading 22-3. Here's that shift, strong side right. They had a lot of success with that. This time the ball is snapped on the handoff and fumbled, but saving it is Wilson. A little bit of miscommunication there. They try to play action fake. Looked like Wilson tried to pull it back and lost the handle.
You know, this is a formation. This is unbalanced. It's 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends. Both tight ends lined up on the left side. They flip over to the right, so there's a 4-man blocking surface to the right. And they're trying to run the outside zone play with Gacka there, but the handoff never quite got into Gacka's belly there. And nice recovery by Brewer Wilson, the quarterback, to prevent the turnover.
Clock is running, 7:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Franklin 22, Nolensville 3. 2nd and goal, but back from the 13-yard line. Wilson's going to send it to the end zone, near side, incomplete, underthrown. There was contact, and there's the flag coming in. The official that was closest to the play did not throw the flag. The official that was the back judge came from the goalpost area and threw the flag, and now they're going to talk about it. I wouldn't be surprised if they pick this up. Let's see. Their discussion continues. Nope, they're going to call interference. The official coach that was closest to the play did not throw the flag. The back judge who was behind it and toward the middle of the field came in late and threw it.
The side judge there, as he was running down the sideline, I don't think he saw the corner for Nolensville inside with his upfield arm grabbing the receiver. The back judge saw it, and that's where the flag came from.
And he's got to be watching to see if the ball's caught and to see if he's in bounds and all those kind of things. So that's where the officials got together and worked it out. It's big for Franklin, so it's going to be
should be 1st and goal.
That's what I thought. It says 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 6. It's half the distance to the goal. It was
gotcha.
So they get the play over again, second down. Tailback up the middle to about the 2-yard line. That's the carry by Jalen Spring, the senior. So it'll be third and goal from the 3.
There's so many different interpretations. In the NFL, it would have been first and goal.
Well,
sorry.
You're doing you're doing college games too, and that's different.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, but
right now, Franklin's coach is asking, why is it not second down?
yeah, exactly.
Well, the conversation is continuing, and the referee, Mike Hollowell, says, we're not talking anymore. I'm winding the clock. Let's go. It is third and goal. Franklin's still looking to the sideline. I think they're going to take a timeout.
Take a timeout.
Yeah, play clock is at 3.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do. They'll take the timeout. We'll take it as well. 6:08 to go in the third, although the clock just ran another second, 6:07. 22-3 Franklin on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're in Los Angeles as the San Francisco 49ers head down south to butt heads with the Rams. The Niners have a pretty good offense with talent like Kittle and Debo. Stafford and the Rams can beat you with Kyron Williams in the backfield or outside with Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp walks into the end zone.
It's the Niners at the Rams next Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage begins at 3 p.m. live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Touchdown!
Oh, I like
It's up to you now. It's up to you.
I like it.
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
Thank you, John Young. The Bearman Todd Berry getting us straight on the rules up here. They change depending on what you're doing, high school, college, pro, and they change year to year in each division as well, but pass interference is not an automatic first down in high school. It was half the distance to the goal, so it left it at second and goal as the down was over again. Now it's third and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line. Handoff tailback, boy, nothing. That time Nolensville just stoned him for a loss. That was really good defensive pursuit and ripping at the football, and you got to be careful right there. That was Brennan Rexroad, the senior, who was ripping at the ball after the runner was already on the ground. You got to be a little careful with that.
Rexroad came off the edge unblocked. Did a very nice job on the tackle for loss.
So Rowan Cameron on to attempt the field goal here for Franklin. This will be from the 11-yard line, 21-yard attempt, so basically an extra point, and it's up and good for the Admirals. And I think the kicker got kind of submarined after that kick, and he's hobbling off with a little help, a little slow, but he drove it through. 5:23 left third quarter. Franklin 25, Nolensville 3 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. So 5:23 left.
With more than 18.
So 5:23 left in the third quarter, 25-3. So Franklin marches downfield, took advantage of the pass interference penalty to help a little bit maintain the drive. They get points on the board. So now Nolensville still 3 scores down technically at 25-3, but time is becoming of the essence for them now.
Got to find a little balance in this offense coming back. I mean, Nolensville threw the ball 3 straight plays. The first one was only a 1-yard gain and then 2 incompletions. So Nolensville's got to try to put a sustained drive that gets points coming up here.
Nolensville 102 yards of total offense. They are -5 rushing. So Franklin set to kick it away. Most of the kickoffs tonight have gone into the end zone. This one I don't think is going to make it to the end zone. It's going to be fielded at the 2, right up the middle to the 10, to the 15, bounces right to the 20, hit hard at the 20, and swarmed under at the 22-yard line on the return, Andrew Ryan. So the return of about 20 yards, I think. And that's where Nolensville will start time of the essence for them to get some points on the board. And getting to the point now where field goal really doesn't do anything for you, trailing 25-3.
Touchdowns.
Yep, gotta get in the end zone.
Yeah.
Not quite a full moon tonight, kind of a shadowed 4/5 moon, if you will. From the pistol on first down, handoff tailback, boy, hit at the line of scrimmage and stood up and nowhere after that on the carry, and that was number 10, Josh Hicks. I think he may have gotten a yard, and that's about all.
This Franklin defense now with the 3-down linemen.
Their linebackers they're pretty good, aren't they?
And then the 2 downhill linebackers. I mean, Lee is doing one fantastic job. And it's there's not much running room inside right now.
2nd down and 9 for the Knights. 2 wide right, 1 left. Man in motion, coming right to left. With the snap, handoff tailback again. Hicks across the 15 to the 18-yard line. Or excuse me, to the 28-yard line, from the 23 to the 28. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4. So an interesting approach, Coach. First drive, they came out through 3 passes. This time, back-to-back running plays on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, one of the defensive linemen for Franklin had to come out. Jude Wheeler, 77. His helmet popped off, so 3rd down here, you have to convert.
3rd and 4 for the Knights. Empty backfield. Over the middle, incomplete. A little bit too tall for the intended receiver, Andrew Ryan. He was open on what would have been a 1st down, but it was one of those, instead of throwing the fastball, it kind of needed to be a changeup, and he threw that with quite a bit of mustard on it.
They went to double hitch that time. There were 2 receivers left for Nolensville. Ryan was in the slot. He goes up 5 yards, sits down. It's a sticks call.
Yep.
You go to 1 yard past the sticks, so you get the 1st down. He was wide open. Quarterback just a little too quick on the release. It sailed on him.
Thompson and Young back to receive. Dual punt returners standing back at the Franklin 40-yard line awaiting the punt. Low snap. Fielded, they get it away. High, nice one. To the far side, drifting back. Going to let it bounce at the 40. Going to take a little bit of a Nolensville roll and trickle down to the 30-yard line where it will be down right there. So a nice punt of about 42 yards. The Bearman does quick math.
Yes.
Quick. They told me there would be no math.
2 3-and-outs in this 3rd quarter.
Didn't need that, did they, Coach?
No.
3:50 left in the 3rd quarter.
You have to credit Franklin. They are the more physical team tonight, and it's showing right now.
Yeah, they've been in control. They scored early. First touchdown, lined up in that muddle huddle look and got the 2-point conversion, grabbed an 8-0 lead. They've not looked back since. Handoff tailback up the middle. Boy, they're trying to tackle the football. He gets across the 30 to about the 33-yard line, and that's where you know these guys have been instructed. And with the carry was number 24, Aiden Domingo. You know these guys have been instructed to hang tight to that football because Nolensville's trying for the strip on every tackle now.
Bread and butter run play has been the gap scheme with the right guard, right tackle blocking down, left guard Durham Queen pulling, kicking out. Gain of 4.
Franklin 104 yards rushing, 205 yards passing. 2nd down and 6, pistol formation. Handoff Domingo, boy, he was hit at the line of scrimmage and still falls forward for maybe a yard or so, and that's about all. Good defense. We're calling Mazzulo's name again. He's had a nice active night at linebacker for the Knights.
He sure has. Found the seam. Came downhill. Makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Mazzulo's playing well.
Well, one of the stats I always look at to see if you're going to be successful on offense is 3rd down conversions. Franklin is 5 for 8 on 3rd down tonight. Facing a 3rd and 6 here. Empty backfield. 3 wide left, 2 right. Looking to throw near side. Has a man hooked up at the 40-yard line, thrown out of bounds at the 40. It should be enough for the 1st down on the reception made by Wills Jackson. That was that stick play, Coach. You mentioned just go a yard beyond the sticks and make the catch.
You know, it's a tag, Joe. Like most of the time you'll call a route, but then on 3rd down you add like all hitch sticks. So everybody's going to run the hitch but rather than running a 5-yard, they may go to 6, may go to 7, depending on what they need, and it's just a tag to it.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Clock running, 2:05 left third quarter. Here comes the blitz from Nolensville, right up the middle on a run blitz, and breaking through as Gacka spins across the 50, still on his feet, backwards to the 45. Just kept the feet digging, the legs churning, and even though he was spinning around a whirling dervish out there, he got it to the 45 and a nice gain and a first down after a gain of 15.
I like the call by Nolensville to come with pressure, but you have to play the run first. You can't run by the football. And right there, the linebacker ran by Gacka, and then he accelerates his feet, gets a little spin move. Big play on first down.
Gacka 16 carries, 106 yards. First down. We'll go down to the field, get an update on some scores here in just a moment. Rolling right, Wilson directing traffic. Sends it long, man behind the defense, makes the catch. Gacka inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. First and goal, Admirals. Wilson was directing traffic, just telling him to go down the sideline. The gain is 37.
Gacka comes from the left side of the offense to the right, becomes the slot receiver. He has Jackson on the outside, and he just runs a go route. The defender from Nolensville stops and loses him. And all of a sudden, the quarterback is pointing, like you said, Joe, and he just throws it up. How about that catch, though?
Yep.
Turns around, looks the ball in, another big play.
Boy, what a night he's had. 106 yards on the ground, 3 catches, 62 yards, and an interception.
I think he needs to be the homecoming king.
He's campaigning pretty well right now. It is
No
homecoming
doubt.
here. First and goal, Admirals from the 6-yard line. And an early movement, that's going to be a penalty flag. They're going to let the play continue. I don't know why. I thought that was early movement in the backfield. Gacka makes the carry to the 4-yard line. Illegal motion is the call. I mean, shouldn't they have blown the whistle and stopped the play?
Yeah, they should. And
that's why I was confused. I didn't know if the official maybe thought somebody on the defense had moved as well. That's a possibility. But they'll walk it back to the 11-yard line.
When you throw the flag, I always thought, throw the flag, blow the whistle, plays dead.
Yeah.
Assess the penalty. Let's go.
First and goal from the 11. Pistol formation. Wilson looks to the sideline. Gets the call. 2 receivers left. Gacka standing behind him in the pistol. Gacka takes the handoff. Right tackle inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Boy, the right side of that Franklin line has done a nice job tonight.
They sure have. Gacka does a nice job of taking the handoff under control. He slides left to right, sees the opening, and gets up the field. What a run.
Third quarter is over. Franklin controlled it. They lead 25-3 as we head to the fourth on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
Hey Nashville, it's John Burton from JB and the General, weekday mornings 9 to 11. You're listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to Joe Fisher.
Franklin 25, Nolensville 3 as we go to the fourth quarter. Let's get an update on some scores from Pat.
Yeah, a couple third quarter updates. Innsworth right now down 14-3 right now. Former Lipscomb Academy head coach is there watching his former school. Lebanon and Green Hill 35-28. Green Hill leads in the third quarter, and we have our first final of the night. Brentwood Academy and McCauley. McCauley won 41-9.
Yeah, McCauley's pretty good. I know Brentwood Academy is a talented team as well, but McCauley and Baylor are kind of, in a lot of ways, maybe in their own class right now.
They are 2 machines over there in Chattanooga, and very good football team.
Well, you talk about machine. Franklin 127 yards rushing, 249 passing. on 2nd and goal. Handoff Gacka, breaks one tackle, could not break the second. He stopped at the 4. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Nolensville coming with all-out pressure that time. They get penetration. Gacka does what he can, but good defensive play by Nolensville.
You can always, stats usually will tell you, especially if you look in the right place. 3rd down conversions tonight.
Yes.
Franklin 6 of 9. Nolensville 1 of 7. And one reason for that, Nolensville's been on a lot of 3rd and long situations tonight.
They sure have.
Just underway, 4th quarter. Franklin 25, Nolensville 3. Admirals trying to have a successful homecoming and well on their way. Little toss sweep running left to the 10, to the 5-yard line, leans for the pylon. I don't think he got there. He's going to be out of bounds at the 2. That's technically a completed pass,
right,
as he came in front of the quarterback, a little touch pass running to the left, and it's going to be 4th down and goal.
It's a tribute to Mike Leach. The air raid toss.
And I think a timeout is requested here with 4th and goal coming up from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, we got number 13, Jonah Osborne for Nolensville, cramped up a little bit on the sideline.
Looks like he's going to be able to make it off on his own. He's jogging off a little gingerly, but he's on his own power. Well, Coach Leach has been gone now, what, Coach, 5 years? 4?
Been a few, yeah. I would hope that the College Football Hall of Fame does the right thing and puts him in. I believe he's like at 597 winning percentage, 598. You need to be
60%. Yeah.
I mean, he's 59. Let's round it up.
What a character!
On,
I mean,
let's do the right thing here.
What fun he would have been to cover. You know, I mean,
oh, Mike, the Pirate. He relished
yes, he
in
was.
that role.
4th and goal for the Admirals. They'll line up strong right. Wilson will swing it right. Touchdown, Franklin. They loaded up to the right side, brought the tight end Jack Flynn across the formation from behind. He broke wide open into the end zone.
It looked like it was going to be the split zone that they have run successfully tonight, with the tight end coming across the block defensive end. The back goes right to left, but then the tight end slips to the flat. Quarterback puts it right on him. Nice play call.
So the touchdown reception for Flynn, his first of the year. I believe that's 3 touchdown passes tonight for the quarterback, Brewer Wilson, who's had a very nice night. Cameron on for the extra point and drives it up and through. So the Admirals in command with 11:06 to play. 32-3 Franklin on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Franklin leading 32-3, so we're not to the continuous clock yet. The lead is 29 and not 30. Reminder, next week, another good one on the schedule. We'll be at East Nashville. FRA visiting East Nashville.
That'll be a big one.
Looking forward to that one.
Yes, sir.
Got a little ways to go here. Well, the quarterback for Franklin, we'll talk about him a little bit more in just a moment after the kickoff. Brewer Wilson has had a very, very successful night. Kickoff on the way. This is returnable. Fielded at the 4. To the 10, running left to the 15, trying to bounce outside to the 20. Got the 25, got the 29, the 30-yard line. The return to the 30 as he was dropped down by Andrew Ryan with the carry, 26 yards on the return. You know, Brewer Wilson, Coach, suffered a concussion against FRA.
Yes.
In that game, in that loss. They lost to Page the following time, but boy, you talk about last week and this week, I don't think a concussion's an issue anymore. He's been on a very nice roll.
He had 4 touchdown passes, 252 yards last week. Tonight he has 3 touchdown passes as well. So, but the number of weapons that he has in this offense, and it's like Coach Atkins said at the half to Patton, that, you know, we distribute the ball and we have playmakers.
First down for the Knights from the 30-yard line. Quick pass coming near side. Nice catch made at the 30. Tackled at the 33-yard line. Short gain by Smotherman with the reception. Smotherman with a gain of about 3 yards on the play. And for Smotherman, that's his second catch of the night for 14 yards.
There's going to be a penalty on Zach Little, number 77 for Nolensville. After the play, he hit Jalen Little, number 11, the free safety for Franklin late, right in front of the back judge.
Well, that's one you don't want to see in the film session tomorrow.
No. Little frustration.
Yeah,
out.
probably up a little bit.
Yeah.
Discussion going on right now where it will go. If it was after the play, then the down will count. So let's see what they come up with as Mike Hollowell, our referee, is getting clarification on what the call was, where it was, and when it was. Hollowell continues to walk over here. I guess he's going to ask the Franklin. It is a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Nolensville. Offsetting penalties. They called it on both.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the tiebreaker? Dead ball, personal foul. Who's left? We got dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on each team. Personal foul on Nolensville. Okay, so the penalty on the right guard, Cooper Gilreath.
Who was just as surprised as anybody, guys, when his name was called.
Well, you rarely see 3 of them called. It was like when he called dead ball unsportsmanlike on each team, it was like, okay, they're going to offset. Then they tacked on the third one, which is the personal foul, which will be assessed.
I'm glad they just didn't go to all 3 phases. There was offense, defense. I thought he was going to say special teams next. Holy cow.
Thank you, Coach Fisher. My goodness. So there were 3 unsportsmanlike penalties, 2, if I heard it right, 2 on Nolensville,
yes,
1 on Franklin. Then there was an additional personal foul that will be assessed. So they're walking it back from the spot of that foul. It's going to go back to the 19-yard line.
Wow.
You guys got all that?
No,
I don't.
It's like if the official has a notebook he has to keep up, he's had to turn the page a couple of times on that one. So it should be second down. That was after the play. So now timeout being taken by Nolensville. I don't blame them. Let's take one as well. 10:47 left. 32-3 Franklin on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Hey Nashville, Bill King with the Bill King Show. Weekday morning 6 to 9. You're listening to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
You know, if you're planning your weekend, Bill King, Saturday got some football on WNSR. TSU at Tennessee Tech, 1 o'clock from Cookeville with Greg Pogue, Albert Dawson, and then 9 o'clock Little bonus football for you, Kansas State at BYU. And then Sunday, Braves at Marlins, 12:25 first pitch, and then 3 p.m. joined in progress, the 49ers at the Rams. I think we're finally ready to go.
All right.
I'm not sure, but I think we're not quite official. Now I think we're ready to go. Second down and 22. It is second down. That all those penalties were after the play, so the play counted. Second down and 22. They'll hand off, running right to the 25, cutting back to the middle to the 30. Hicks close to the 35, across it to the 36. They got a big chunk of it back and is going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. Gain of 15 on the play.
Excellent run that time. The outside linebacker on the left side of the Franklin defense went inside the tackle. There was no one to set an edge on defense. The running back started up the middle, saw it all clogged up, and just burst outside. What a big run.
Approaching 10 minutes left in the contest. Franklin 32, Nolensville 3. Knights trying to find some way to get in the end zone for the first time tonight. This is 3rd and 5 from the 36. Rolling left, new quarterback, left-hander, throws to the sideline. It is caught. Let me see. Let's see if they're going to say it was him. No, it's incomplete. It was at the 49-yard line. He was looking for Smotherman over there. The quarterback is number 2, Ryan Newell, who is a sophomore, 5'11 and 155, and a left-hander getting a little time here. Not a bad pass, but just off the sideline. So on 4th and 5, Nolensville is going to go ahead and punt it away. I thought they might consider going for it down 32-3, but in their own territory, going to go ahead and punt it.
Yeah. But this return man is dangerous for Franklin. Luke Thompson, wow.
Punt snap is fumble, but a whistle is going to stop play. Much to the delight of Hopper, the punter. It was a false start by the offense. Special teams have been a bit of an issue tonight for the Knights.
You know, Joe, for 3 weeks, though, we've seen this. The long snappers have really struggled. We've seen some teams, they can't get the ball back at 14 yards with velocity and accuracy.
I'm going to give Patton a heads up. He may have a couple of scores he can throw at us here in a moment or two after this punt. Now we'll try it again. Good snap this time.
There it was. Yep.
Punt is away. This is a good one. Fielded at the 29. Thompson to the 30, to the 35, outside to the 40, to midfield, and still on his feet and out of bounds. Hammered it about the 45-yard line. Excellent return by Luke Thompson. Fielded it at the 29. They're going to mark him down officially, I believe, at the 45-yard line.
Late flag, guys.
That's a 39-yard punt, a 26-yard return, but there is a flag and a penalty on Franklin. We had one penalty in the first half.
Yes.
We were able to get through without much laundry at all, and as tends to happen, that changes, especially when games get a little bit one-sided, as this one has become. So they'll walk it back. The penalty will be assessed 15 yards from the 45-yard line, so they're going to mark it at the 40 of Franklin.
How about that burst of speed?
Yeah.
Up the sideline by Luke Thompson, who's only a junior.
They don't have a lot of juniors on this team. Got a lot of seniors.
No.
First down, Admirals from their own 40. From the shotgun, Wilson passes near side to Thompson. Tries to get outside, can't do it. Well defended. Did he lose the football? I think he got it back at the last second. He was scrambling at the 42. There's a scrum for that ball at the 42-yard line. Whistles are blowing. I think Thompson got it back. No, Nolensville saying they have it. Nolensville says they have the football. I'm waiting for the official to say something.
Franklin actually came up with the football after they gave the signal.
And there it is. They're going to give it to Nolensville. Nolensville's got the football. Franklin's standing there with the ball in their hands. But the officials finally say Nolensville got the fumble. You could tell Thompson started scrambling, Coach. You could tell he had lost it, but he could not get it back.
Yeah, the ball got punched out by the defender who came up to make the initial contact. But Thompson was losing his balance, and he also lost the ball there. What a big break for Nolensville.
First,
hey, you got to find a positive here. They need to get in the end zone.
First turnover tonight for the Admirals. Nolensville starts first down from the Franklin 42-yard line. Play action, rolling, being chased. Pass dumped into the flat, caught, and there's the tackle. No, breaking the tackle, but giving up a loss all the way back near midfield. Andrew Ryan stayed on his feet. Play was blown up for about a 3-yard loss. He broke the tackle, but ended up giving ground a little bit more, and they're going to actually down it at about the 46-yard line.
Walker Wells, the inside linebacker for Franklin, comes on a scrape technique. He was starting inside, and he's looped to the outside and got in the quarterback's face and forced him to throw that ball very quickly.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second down, 14. Handoff up the middle. Hicks. It's going to be stopped across the 45 down to the 44, so a gain of only a couple. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. The quarterback again is the sophomore Ryan Newell. Came into the game 2 of 9 passing. Does have 1 touchdown run this season. Clock running, 8:15 to play. Franklin leading 32-3. 3rd and 12. Ball needs to get to the 32-yard line of the Admirals for a first down. From the gun, Newell. They tried to set up a screen, and Franklin was too fast and sacked him all the way back near the 40-yard line of the Knights. That was a jailbreak, Coach. Franklin came with 4 guys that got through.
And Walker Wells, again, what a defensive series this young man has had. He gets to Newell first, and Newell didn't have time to even throw the football, but the wall was set up out to the left side. The left tackle guard center, all it set a wall up. If that ball gets thrown, that's a big play for Nolensville, but great pressure.
Instead, a big play for Franklin. Second sack of the night. Loss all the way back to the 44, so now no choice but on 4th and over 20 to punt this ball away. They'll angle it to this near sideline, kicking it away from Thompson, and he's going to let it bounce out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I think they're going to down it close to the 15. Kind of the rugby style, the Australian style. 41-yard punt, no return.
That'll get you away from that inside pressure that almost got the first one blocked.
So I wonder if Wilson is done for the night at quarterback. Let's take a look.
You hope he's all right.
Yeah.
I hope it's not an injury.
No, I don't think so. I'm just curious if at this point, I see several second-teamers now coming onto the field for Franklin. The question is, who's going to take the snap?
Number 17.
Yeah, it looks like number 17, who was not even on my depth chart. 17 is Nate Woolery, who is a sophomore. This will be, I believe, his first snaps of the season. And now timeout requested by the official on this side.
On the on the roster we were given before the game, this is a great combination. Woolery, quarterback, defensive lineman.
Right.
I'm like, okay.
Well, we talked about it with it. That neither of these teams has tremendous size.
No.
I mean, the biggest lineman, I think, for either team is about 260.
Yes.
In terms of weight. So, but you see a lot of 6 foot 210, 6'1", 220. You see a lot of that on the line.
A lot of athletic guys. Yeah.
So, Patton, you have any scores you want to share with us?
Absolutely. Oakland, guys, has been down all game long to Blackman. They have just taken the lead in the 4th quarter. 13-12 is that score late in the 4th.
That's a big one. A lot of people think Oakland's number 1 in the state. Pass far side caught at the 15-yard line, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. And we're going to get a little deeper on the charts now. I believe that was Dane Hodgkins making the catch. His first reception of the season.
Both teams now starting to substitute their backups.
As well, 6:45 left, 32-3. Give some guys a chance to get in and get Woolery the quarterback. Franklin does not need to be in a hurry, nor will they be. This is a big win for Franklin.
Huge.
Gets to 3-2.
Yep.
I know it's not a region win, but they've played really well tonight. Woolery from the gun on 2nd and 10. Empty backfield. Swings it near side to the man in motion. Caught at the 25. Outside to the 30, 35. Out of bounds. Close to the 30-yard line. Should be enough for the first down on the reception. And that's number 32 with the catch. The pass from Woolery to Joseph Panaya, a sophomore, his first catch.
Excellent block on the perimeter that time by the wide receiver, sealing the corner for Nolensville inside, allowing the receiver to get upfield for a big play.
Franklin 268 yards passing tonight. Throw in 127 on the ground. First down. And I think early movement. I think there was a little hiccup on the offensive line that might have prompted the whistle.
Looked like the right guard may have flinched.
Well, that's going to be now you've got guys that haven't played much, quarterback that hasn't played any.
Snap count's different.
Going to be different. Yep. So they walk it back to the 26-yard line. First down and 15. As many teams do now, they waited for the ball to be put in play, and then Franklin looks to the sideline. Clock is running, 5:50 left. Receiver on this side still looking to the sideline now, finally turns and gets set on the line of scrimmage. Woolery with the clap, takes the snap, rolls to the right, moves, claps his hands, and now rolls to the right, throws the pass, is tipped and incomplete. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, that's a 3-level route. Well, on the sprint out there, the outside receiver's running the go route. The inside receiver's running a 15-yard 12 to 15-yard bend route, and then you have a guy in the flat. But the flat defender for Nolensville did a great job of sinking until the ball was thrown, and the quarterback tried to throw it over him. Yep. Take the short guy. Take what the defense gives you.
Instead, 2nd and 15. 2 wide right, 1 left. Low snap. Rolling right, pass is caught. Very short gain, maybe a yard. That was number 39 that took the snap that time. Number 39, Nash Rowell, who is a sophomore. You don't see many quarterbacks with number 39.
And now he got his – oh, he's coming over to get the play. Okay, all right. I thought he was coming out of the game.
He's, Coach, I'm 1 for 1. You know, I'm on a roll. He trots back in. You know, things have changed. With Wildcat formations and all that, you can have pretty much any number back there taking a snap now. 3rd down, handoff, tailback tries the left side, maybe a couple of yards. That's about all. Franklin just keeps it on the ground, keeps the clock running with 4:38 left to play, and they'll send on the punting unit here on 4th down.
You don't want to get careless. Even though you have a big lead, you have to finish in the right way. And this is a play with the punt coming up deep in your own end zone. Make sure the snap is good, the protection is good, and the punter can get the ball off. If you are the punt team, you're listening for one sound, boom.
When it comes off the foot.
If you hear boom, boom, we got trouble.
4th down. Punter standing back at the 15-yard line. Good snap. Punt is away. It's a good one. All the way back inside the 30, backpedaling to the 25, making the catch, now heading forward to the 30, 35, and out of bounds. That was a nice punt.
Sure was.
Had a good spiral and good carry. And Nolensville will start first down. 47-yard punt and an 8-yard return. Patton, Coach just mentioned you got to finish strong, and I remember Coach Atkins, when you talked to him at halftime, that's what he said he needed the message to be to his team.
It certainly, guys, and it's hard to imagine the energy he showed me. He doesn't kind of translate that energy to his guys. He had me fired up just with a mic and a headset on over here.
It was fun to listen to, Coach, when he started naming off, hey, I got 3, I got 7, I got 10, I got – didn't call names, just call the numbers, and he's right. And they punched all the right numbers tonight.
And all those guys made contributions.
3:45 left. First down, Nolensville from their own 37-yard line. Newell, the quarterback, hands off just right up the middle, maybe a yard, maybe That's about all, and everybody stopped. Nobody got tackled. Everybody just got stopped forward progress-wise. They'll mark it at 37, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
I mean, there wasn't a body that hit the ground.
No, it wasn't on the whole field. So Nolensville's going to fall to 3-2. They'll remain 1-0 in their region. Franklin will improve to 3-2. Also 1-0 in their region. It's a big confidence boost, I'm sure, for Franklin.
No doubt. Executed the offense very well. Had big plays. Defensively came up big when they needed to.
Handoff, tailback again, weaving through traffic across the 40 to about the 43, maybe the 44-yard line. Stopped there. I believe that was number 29, Jonathan Wright, who is a sophomore who made the carry. We talked Franklin. Coach, this is going to be their 3rd win of the year. It's the first time they've won 3 games in a season. 2-8 last year,
right?
0-10 the year before, 1-9 the year before that. So really good progress for the Admirals.
Coach Adkins knew the challenge that he had when he came here, and when he accepted this job, he was all in. I mean, he's done a tremendous job building this program. And like we said to Patton, all those guys we see down on the field in gray jerseys, those are the upcoming players for this program. What a great way to involve them in homecoming, in a rivalry game. That's a great move by Coach Adkins.
Yep, been down there the whole night.
Yes.
And they've enjoyed it. With the timeout on the field, 3rd down and about 3.
And guys, you mentioned it, the amount of schools and the talent in the Wilco area. You could argue this is kind of the 3rd or 4th best team in the county, much less kind of throughout the Mid-State. And he's accepted this challenge, and he's certainly left an impression on me, and it's hard to say he hasn't done that to his young men out there.
Yeah, certainly. It's the talent in Williamson County. Several quality teams. Of course, many of the outlying counties now, not just Davidson County, but, boy, the counties in the Mid-State, there's a lot of talented football
there
players.
really is. We've seen really good players every week.
3rd and 3, pass caught, 1st down across midfield. That was a nice pitch and catch. They're going to mark him down right at midfield, but that will move the chains with 2:32 left to play. This is one of those, boy, just for a little bit of a confidence boost, if Nolensville could find a way to get into the end zone on this drive.
Franklin, those coaches are telling their guys on defense, we have to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah.
And Nolensville's going, we need a touchdown.
Newell at quarterback, the left-hander. Blitz is coming on the run, bouncing it to the right, maybe a couple of yards before that play was stopped. 29 with the carry once again. That is Wright, Jonathan Wright with his 2nd carry. Boy, look at the numbers. Nolensville 116 yards passing, 8 yards rushing tonight. Actually, tack on a couple more. Let's make it 10 yards rushing tonight. Only 1 first down in the 2nd half for the Knights. That was it. Pass is caught. Tackle made immediately at the 43-yard line. Just hooked up after a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
This Franklin defense has made Nolensville one-dimensional. They forced them into throwing the football because they took the run away.
Now the scoreboard says 3rd down. The sideline marker says 4th down. I think it's 3rd down, isn't it? They marked the ball at the 43. I'm pretty sure it's 3rd down. They got to change it.
They changed it. Yep.
Don't confuse me, guys. Inside 2 minutes left. 3rd and 3 from the 43 of the Admirals. Newell in the shotgun, moves his running back to his left shoulder. 4-man rush. Newell fires long down the far sideline. Pass is incomplete. Near the 10-yard line, was looking for number 24 on the play. It was intended for Noah Cowden. And that brings up 4th down and 3. And obviously Nolensville will go for it here.
I like the play call. Take the shot. Let's see if we can get in the end zone. Good job of protection that time by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to have the opportunity to step into that throw.
Franklin, a team that has not made a playoff appearance since 2020. They'd like to think they've got a reasonable shot to get there this year. On 4th down, keeper by the quarterback, 1st down. That was nice misdirection
Yes.
Faked the handoff, kept it across the 35 down to the 33-yard line.
Quarterback power that time, and the running back becomes the lead blocker for him. Nice run by Ryan Newell.
Yep, that was a nifty move by him to get the first down. 90 seconds left. Knights need to move with a little bit of pace here to try to capitalize and get into the end zone.
Spending a lot of time before snapping the ball.
From the gun on first down, low snap to the right, handed off to the tailback, tries the right side, hit at the 30-yard line, stays on his feet, grinds to the 28. Gain of about 5 on first down. 1:07 left to play.
I think they're going to take another shot to the end zone here.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nolensville won this game last year, 34-23. Nolensville last year a playoff team. They went 8-3, lost to Tullahoma 10-0 in the playoffs. Snap bobbled by the quarterback. It's loose. He picks it up, stays on his feet to the 35, upended at the 31. Lost a couple of yards. It could have been a lot worse. It was great effort by Newell just to get the football back and then not go down on the first contact.
The snap hits him in the chest.
Yes, it did.
This is the 4th time we've seen it tonight. I mean, you got to handle the football if you're the quarterback.
I'm not sure they're going to snap the ball again. 15 seconds left to play, and I don't think Nolensville's going to run another play. Let's see. Now they're already shaking hands. They're going to be content to go to the house, not risk getting somebody hurt on the final play of a game that has long been decided.
Big win for Franklin.
Outstanding homecoming night for the Admirals. They defeat Nolensville by a score of 32-3. And with the win, Franklin improves to 3-2 on the year. With the loss, Nolensville falls to 3-2 on the year. Stay with us. We'll come back with a post-game report from Franklin in just a moment on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Let's go! Oh, I like it! It's up to you now! It's up to you! I like it!
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
A dominating homecoming performance by the Franklin Admirals tonight. They roll over Nolensville by a final score of 32-3. And we'll hopefully visit with our player of the game and hopefully with the winning head coach here in just a moment as the alma mater finishing to our right and the celebration going on the sideline. The stats tell the story, Coach. Franklin 130 yards on the ground, 268 through the air, 398 of total offense. Nolensville held to just 22 yards on the ground for the night, 144 yards of total offense.
What a huge win this is for Franklin. What a huge win this is for the program. And Coach Atkins, he has the Admirals rolling right now.
21 first downs tonight for Franklin, 12 for Nolensville. Third downs was a big stat as well. Franklin 6 of 11, Nolensville 2 of 11 on third downs, as the celebration is going to move out to the middle of the field now. It's homecoming here, so a lot for the Admirals to be happy about tonight and celebrate. Quarterback for Franklin, Wilson, 17 of 21 passing, 254 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was very efficient tonight.
Excellent. And you know what? He had some receivers make some huge catches on 50-50 balls. But again, the height and the length of those guys at 6'4", 6'5", out jumping those small corners.
Yep.
And coming down with the ball. And Joe, you know how hard that is to maintain the catch through contact. Big.
Young, 5 catches, 75 yards. He had the big catch at the end of the first half that really sort of sealed the deal. It really put the nail in the coffin as that took the bigger lead to the halftime locker room. But you look, Jackson, 3 catches, 68. Gacka, 3 catches, 62 and a touchdown. So a lot of weapons there. Gacka also rushing 18 carries, 114 yards and a touchdown on the night. He also had an interception on the defensive side of the ball, so he had a big night. For Nolensville, the quarterback, Deaver, 15 of 21 passing, but only 112 yards of passing yardage. The leading rusher for Nolensville was Hicks, 8 carries for 40 yards. Leading receiver was Ryan, 6 catches for 53 yards for the Knights. And we hope to have a visit with a player, hopefully a coach here. I think they're making their way. The player, I think, is making his way over. Sean Gacka, who is the senior, 6'1", 195. And again tonight, 18 carries, 114 yards and a touchdown on the night. And I think he's standing at the 50-yard line and can hear us now. And so, Sean, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations. Very nice night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Did you expect this night to be like this? You guys just hit on all cylinders tonight.
Oh, I know. We're going in confident for sure. Our guys executed well. We were planning on this. This is the game plan. I feel like we could have done better in the second half, but we came out rolling.
Sean, you guys have so many weapons on this offense. I mean, you have the run inside, the counter play, the gap scheme, and then you get the ball to your receivers. I mean, you play a big part in the way that you run that football inside. You have to be thrilled with this design of Coach Atkins in this offense.
Yes, sir. He does a great job because we got talent on all cylinders. He does a great job of getting all those guys the ball, and he knows how to get the guys the ball. And his offense is designed perfectly around our guys.
Well, you're not just a runner. You've been able to catch the football and make some plays in the passing game as well.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, during 7-on-7, he kind of realized that I could run some routes, and we put in some packages to where he spread me out and I could run some.
Sean, I'd imagine you got some friends or not so good friends on that Nolensville sideline. What does it mean to beat a team as close a rival as they are to you guys?
It feels great. The last 3 years they beat us, and going out of those games, it's just hard. And getting this win on homecoming senior year, it's a great feeling.
So what do you like better? You had an interception tonight, too. Do you like the offensive side or the defensive side?
I think I'm more of an offensive guy this year.
See, it looked like it tonight, but you guys did a great job.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations. Great job tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All-around great night. Sean Gacka, 18 carries, 114 yards, and a touchdown. Also had an interception tonight. Also 3 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown receiving as well. And I think the head coach, Josh Atkins, is going to join us here in just a second. Handshake's still going on. A lot of the players are still out on the field. They're enjoying this homecoming activity and really.
They might have their sleeping bags out there. They might sleep on this field tonight.
Why not?
Joe, you make a great point. How far this program has come.
Oh, gosh.
We got the coach.
And how big this win is tonight.
Well, Josh Atkins joining us now. Coach, congratulations. You told us going into halftime the important thing was to finish. Your guys did that.
Yeah, they did a really good job. I felt like we left points on the field, but at the end of the day, I feel like we just got a little bit better. And I tell them, hey, man, each day if we get 1% better, how special we can be. And these teams have been bought in, and And now we're sitting on a 3-2 record with a two-win streak. So it's the fruit of our labor is showing up now for sure.
Coach, where did you get this offense with all the variations that you have on it, with the gap power scheme inside and then the play action off it, and then the weapons to run it, especially with those tall receivers on the outside? I mean, my gosh. I don't know how you slow you guys down.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I tell these guys. I thought when I took this job, there was talent everywhere. It was just lacking mental toughness. And I have, I'm a huge Ted Lasso fan, so I have the, believe poster in my office, and I just told them, hey, we just got to believe in we believe in ourselves, but we got to start believing in each other, and it really shows up. And I told my coaching staff, and I told the players, guys, it's not about X's and O's, it's Jimmy's and Joe's. And you look around, they're everywhere on that field. You got 3, 7, 5, 9. I mean, everybody was getting the ball, 24, 4. So it's just, I mean, when it comes to this offense, it's just putting the ball where they're not. If the box is light, we're going to run it down your throat. If you stack the box, we got track stars who's going to catch you and try to go score 80.
Coach, you talked about the process and the fruits of the labor you're bearing now. How good does it feel for your seniors out there who've kind of gone through the toughness and they get to beat a school like Nolensville? Got to feel really cool for them.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I was talking to my old squad mate, Sergeant Williams down in Houston, Texas, about this, and he's like, Hollywood couldn't write it better. These guys who'd won, who lost 22 games in a row, didn't know what a winning record felt like as a varsity player. And I told the guys, hey, we had a special opportunity tonight. And I was like, we just got to, once again, focus on Franklin and do the little things right. We got a little sloppy in the second half, like I said. I felt like we could have done better. But ultimately, it feels great to come home with a win.
It's got, Coach, finally, you talked about the lack of success for the last few years. But talk about having a team that has to learn how to win.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's what people keep telling me, because I got frustrated because, we had some couple unnecessary penalties and stuff like that because they've never been here before. And I told the guys before, kind of not to beat a dead horse, but I just told them, I've never lost 22 games as a player, as a coach in a row ever in my career in football. So I was like, so you all are a lot tougher than I am. They'd come in every day after that loss, and they refused to quit. And I was like, when we really, like I said, we really focused on mental toughness. And I think now what's even more important is these seniors are leading the juniors and sophomores, starting to leave their legacy on this team and on this program, that 10 years from now we can say, hey, you were the first rock that created the ripple of where we're at now.
Well, Coach, congratulations. We appreciate all the hospitality, all the help during the course of the week. It was great to be here tonight. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're all welcome anytime. Thank you.
Great job, Coach Josh Atkins, with the win tonight. And, again, if you're not familiar with the story, he touched on it. Franklin lost 22 in a row. I mean, they were not good for a long time, over the last 3 years at least. And now this is the first time since at least 2019 that they've won 3 games in a season.
Joe, what I've found over my years in this game, when your seniors are playing the best football of their career, everybody else is going to follow. And it's just what Coach touched on, the leadership. And it comes in the offseason, in the weight room, all the little things, and then it adds up to a victory like they had tonight. But when your seniors are leading the way, and for all those young guys that were down there in gray jerseys that are going to be the future of this program, man, oh man, you got to be excited about walking off this field tonight. This was a great atmosphere.
Well, most of them hadn't left. They're still out. They're hanging around for a while. We'll take a break. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up here from Franklin in just a moment. Franklin a winner 32-3 over Nolensville on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Established in 2004, Tim Leeper Roofing was created to fill a unique gap in the roofing industry. It was simple. Tim wanted to assemble a team of high-integrity people who would take pride in their work and treat customers the way they would treat their own family to be treated. From providing an unmatched level of customer service to giving honest evaluations of each customer's roof, whether it be residential or commercial, Tim Leeper Roofing is a past recipient of the prestigious Tennessee Roofing Contractor of the Year Award. To set up an appointment and learn more, visit timleeperroofing.com.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're in Los Angeles as the San Francisco 49ers head down south to butt heads with the Rams. The Niners have a pretty good offense with talent like Kittle and Debo. Stafford and the Rams can beat you with Kyron Williams in the backfield or outside with Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp walks into the end zone.
It's the Niners at the Rams next Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage begins at 3 p.m. live on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
With more than 18,000 apartments, you know Freeman Webb apartment communities must be managed with expertise. Professionals who care about the quality of your residence, upkeep, cleanliness, and safety. Freeman Webb is affiliated with the most dynamic realtors in Nashville and the surrounding areas. Whether your needs are commercial or residential, their highly trained realtors will assist you in attaining all of your real estate goals. Since 1979, when founded by Bill Freeman and Jimmy Webb, and now led by Bob Freeman, visit freemanwebb.com to find out so much more.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
Hey, Nashville, catch Brad Powers each Friday morning at 8 on The Bill King Show. Now back to the MidState Checkdown High School football game of the week. Here's Joe Fisher.
A successful happy homecoming for the Franklin Admirals. They defeat Nolensville tonight 32-3, so each of these teams now 3-2 on the season. We've talked a lot about Franklin. Nolensville's got a solid football team, too. They hurt themselves tonight, Coach, and they had a couple of chances really to kind of get back in this thing and did not take advantage of them.
The first defensive stop that Nolensville's gets, you think they're going to block the punt, and they got a hand on it, and you're saying, wow, they're getting after them. But then to have the ball 4th and goal from the 6-inch line and fumble the snap, they were their own worst enemy tonight. And then the momentum was the Franklin, and Franklin turns it up, and they started out physical and down the road.
And sometimes you look at depth charts and you look at stats and you see things and think, boy, there's one of the things that jumped off the page when we were putting it together was these tall receivers against short secondary guys, and you wonder, boy, that might be a problem. It turned out to be a big problem.
Yeah, that's a credit to the Franklin staff. You know, as you get into real-time coaching and you see the mismatch, you finally start going, okay, when we need a play, let's take advantage of our tall receiver against the short corner. And they did it down the right sideline once, and then right before the half. How
that
about
was huge.
that?
Yeah.
I mean, that big touchdown pass. Again, taking advantage of a two-deep coverage, and I thought Nolensville would really play back off. But, hey, give credit to Franklin. They did what they had to do, and wow, this program is moving forward.
A lot of excitement down here. They've making a lot of progress here at Franklin. Well, looking forward to next week. We're going to have a good one next week. We'll be in Davidson County. We'll be right downtown, as a matter of fact. East Nashville hosting Franklin Road Academy. Looking forward to that one. That'll be a 6:45 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff coming up next Friday night. So looking forward to that. Certainly thanks to Adam Johnson for all his work here, our producer engineer. Thanks, Coach, as always, for your work in the booth. Patton Cook not quite done, as a matter of fact. His work on the sidelines. He's going to give you a couple of scores before we head out. Hal in the studio tonight. Great job as well. And the Bearman Todd Berry with his stats tonight. Always great to have him with us. Again, we'll be at East Nashville next week against Franklin Road Academy. 6:45 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff right here on WNSR. I'm Joe Fisher. Thanks for being with us. Pat, I'm going to hand it to you and let you take it the rest of the way.
Yeah, a couple scores here of note. Lebanon and Green Hill wrapping it up. Green Hill is up 52-28 late in the fourth quarter. Looking like Green Hill is going to take that one. Another score in the Middle Tennessee area. Middle Tennessee Christian traveled to the Webb School. They lost 34-21. JP2 stormed back in the second half and took a late lead, and they held on 27-26. They win on the road at Good Pasture. Stewart's Creek defeated Cane Ridge 35-19. Mount Juliet in Cookeville, a team we saw last week. Mount Juliet, the Golden Bears, they won against Cookeville 38-21 is that final score. Moving around the mid-state, Innsworth At home, they defeat Lipscomb Academy 17-3 is that final score, a high-profile matchup in the Middle Tennessee area. A couple more scores of note. Tullahoma drops one to Lincoln County 42-35. Moving down the list here, Harpeth defeated Waverly Central 34-0 was that final score. Maplewood defeated Glencliff 54-0 was that final score. East Robertson and Joe Burns late in the fourth quarter. East Robertson holds a 37-27 lead. Centennial final score, low-scoring affair against Springfield 7-3. They defeat the Golden Jackets. Wilson Central get blanked by Shelbyville Central 44-0. McGavock and Antioch have a score update in the second quarter. 7-7 is that score. Ravenwood blanks Overton 48-0. That score is final. Ravenwood defeating Overton High Schools. Brentwood High School and Summit going to battle this evening. 31-0 is the final. Brentwood High School winning that matchup. A couple more before we wrap this thing up. As I scroll down here, DCA right now down 28-7 in the fourth quarter late in that game. Dropping that one, looking like the Wildcats. McCauley, I mentioned the final score earlier. They hosted Brentwood Academy, and they won that one. 41-9 was that final score. That is all the final scores I have this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure from Franklin High School taking on Nolensville High School. Your final score, 32-3. For Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli, I'm Patton Cook saying so long from Franklin High. Next week, our game once again, East Nashville hosting Franklin Road Academy. That'll do it for us here this evening. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Football Game of the Week. Presented by Freeman Webb, Omni Nashville Hotel, Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers, Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls. Next Friday, our game is FRA traveling to East Nashville. Coverage starts at 6:45.